one of you. Read the room. We want the Rat family back. Really? Thanks for that, Carl. Thanks for dialing me in, Carl. Hey, Jim. Thanks for bringing back the Rat family. I nominate Joel Osteen. War Lady Clones. Cindy in Glendale, Arizona. Cindy, stop thanking me for something I did not do. Listen. Everybody's got a show. Everybody has a podcast. Everybody who has one of these can create content. Start your own rat family. You might get rich and famous. This guy's actually interesting. Duke and Boise. Jim, how can somebody be called the Bear and still look like a rat? That's like me being called the Shark, but still being one of the worst closers and greatest chokers of all time. Regards, Greg Norman. Clever. Well, for you clones, anyway. That works. Look, Rodster. Quote, I walk away from the show for the first time in years for 20 minutes, and the rat clones are trying to overrun the show? Hashtag Jim Roman X. Hashtag hell nah. Roster, they sort of did, man. That's what happens when you walk away. At oh my, it's Brad. I didn't bring back the Rat family. I brought back the Rat family. Signed you 10 minutes ago. No, I didn't. You cannot gaslight me into bringing back the Rat family, all right? I didn't bring back the Rat family. I brought back the Rat family. Stop, I didn't say that. Look at this guy, or gal. Challenge accepted to make Rat Fam cookies at Jim Rome. DM me a mailing address. Signed, Instagram, Shodo Cookie Company. Hey, listen, Shodo Cookie Company, there's your free pop. I didn't issue that challenge. You accepted a non-issued challenge. Do what you want with your cookie dough, your rat dough. I didn't issue you a challenge. Don't expect any free run here. Wow. Man, I'm so glad this show's over. And don't think about having the rats jump the day. Save money on your next oil change with O'Reilly Auto Parts. Get a $10 gift card after rebate when you buy 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil for only $35.95. Stop by your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store. Good interview day. Big-time guest tomorrow. 2 big-time guests tomorrow. Bijan Robinson and George. Is your vehicle stopping like it should? Do your brakes squeal, shake, or grind? Save with summer brake deals at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Right now, get 15% off a set of Brake Best Select, Select Pro, or Import Direct brake pads and 2 rotors. Restore original braking with unrivaled performance and ultra-quiet stops. And save when you shop summer brake deals right now at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store or O'ReillyAuto.com. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hi, I'm Angie Hicks, co-founder of Angie, and one thing I've learned is that you buy a house, but you make it a home. Because with every fix, update, and renovation, it becomes a little more your own. So you need all your jobs done well. For nearly 30 years, Angie has helped millions of homeowners hire skilled pros for the projects that matter. From plumbing to electrical, roof repair to deck upgrades. So leave it to the pros who will get your jobs done well. Hire high-quality certified pros at Angie.com.
You want a sub freshly sliced to order? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want the perfect radio idea? You go to me. Like this. I'm a lone ninja warrior. By night, I glide unseen across the rooftops, watching my enemies from the shadows. By day, I go to Jersey Mike's, watching someone freshly slice my sub. My blade is called Shadow. His blade is a Berserba brand meat slicer. Clearly, I have much to learn about this land. Freshly sliced just for you. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com. Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
Okay, you have got to come to the Loose Goose. I mean, right now, come to the Loose Goose, 241 Four Lines Road, Winterville, North Carolina. We are a part of Advanced Moving and Storage. All the cool things that we buy, find, oh my word, you won't believe it. We've got everything from furniture to every kind of household thing that you need except appliances. The Loose Goose. We're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and on Saturdays, 10 till 5. You're going to be so glad you did.
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. Our technicians stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home. Your home deserves the best, and New Blue is here to help with all of your plumbing, electrical, and HVAC needs. Facing electrical issues due to the elements? We're on it. Plumbing concerns or emergencies? We're ready to fix it. HVAC struggling to keep up? We'll bring the climate back under control. So go to callnublue.com today. Go Pirates.
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? This is a very important step when trying to purchase a home in the current market. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only. Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
There's a special deal at U.S. Cellular where you can get 4 lines for just $90. It's perfect for you, Barbershop Quartet.
That's us.
There's no trade-in needed, and it comes with 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones.
U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
In this new world of having everything delivered to your home or office, why wouldn't you start using Cellular Warehouse for all of your cellular deliveries? Toby Williams and his team are in the business of delivering phones and tablets every day to customers, which enables you to take the hassle out of visiting a store. The best thing about this great service is that it's free. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051. That's 252-799-7051, and let his team make your wireless experience fast and easy. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier restaurant and bourbon authority. Jefferson's, Basil Hayden, Woodford Reserve, and a Midwinter Night's Dram are just a few of the incredible bourbon options. The Rick House features the very best steaks and fresh, made-from-scratch pastas. The Rick House can host your corporate event or special parties in the 3,000-square-foot banquet hall. Join the Rick House for Sunday brunch from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and for the wine tastings on the last Friday of every month. The Rick House.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
How's everybody doing?
You already know, my guy.
I think it's pretty selfish of you to ask me that question, to be honest with you.
Hey, you ought to see me in the summertime. Drop that, baby. Let's see it.
Yeah, I missed the lunch meeting today.
I love Food Line's magazine section, and I love using the bathroom and clogging it up.
That's nuts. I smash anybody's grandma.
At the Burlington.
Yes, sir.
I have no idea what the just happened.
Tell you what, I'm a turtle saver.
I don't like cocky Clip.
Where is Clip? Clip, what's up, dude?
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Game week rolls on, another day closer to East Carolina and Norfolk State, kicking off the Pirate football season at Dowdy Ficklin Stadium this Saturday, 6 o'clock. Our pregame coverage begins 2 p.m. Saturday on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. 4 hours of pregame coverage taking you up to kickoff after the game. The U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show with myself, Holton Ahlers, Caden Norman, Shirley Rhodes, the Pirate Radio crew, and all of your phone calls. Going to be a lot of fun coming up on Saturday. Going to be a lot of fun on Thursday. Pirate Radio football kickoff party going on. Tickets still available. A few tickets if you want to get them at pr927fm.com. Come on out early. Mike Houston will be introducing Blake Prohl. Should have been Cowboys will be playing. I'll be watching college football. It'll be a fun night coming up at the State Theater on Thursday night. All right, we are live on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, pr927fm.com. And you can find us on YouTube and Facebook Live. We're on Pirate Radio TV. Give us a like, a subscribe. Ton of goodies there on Pirate Radio TV now. With this show, the Brian Bailey Show, the Holt Naylor Show, the Greg Hudson Show. Maybe a Coach Mack podcast in the future. I don't know.
Need to get back to that.
Yeah. You got a good Rolodex there. We'll talk to Mack in a moment. But also our ECU football interviews. And today, heard from some Pirate players, including Jake Garcia, Rajay Harris. So got those, along with our Mike Houston interview from yesterday. And, oh, good. And tomorrow we'll talk to the coordinators. Let's welcome in Chandler Honeycutt. Hey, Chandler.
Hey, Clipper.
How's it going?
It's going.
Can we start a show without an issue?
Are you looking at me like this is my fault? Because I hope to God you aren't.
I'm asking a question. You like you're ready to fight me?
Yeah, I am. Because I thought you were blaming me.
Do you want to fight?
Yes. You want to just like Jared? You want to go in the parking lot?
Chandler, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. Happy Tuesday to you.
HT.
By the way, guys, make sure these things are muted when you set them up.
Please, for the love of Pete. Who's Pete?
I feel like we had an intern Pete at one time.
Pete.
Yeah, Pete. Yeah.
Coach Mack, how you doing, sir?
I'm good. Am I on the radio show?
You are on Echo Free.
I'm good.
Shirley Rhodes is here on a Tuesday. Hello, Shirley. We got intern Brett. We got intern Brett. We got intern Zach. We got Maniac Mark. We got the whole crew ready for a Tuesday. All right, Mac, I stated last week that for the first time in my entire life, I'm a 42-year-old male subject. First time entire life I can remember being more excited about the college football season than the NFL season.
I am happy for you.
Well, part of it is your doing. These chats we've had all summer has given me more insight, more interest. There's a lot of factors. The expanded playoff, the group of five being invited to the playoff, the amazing matchups we're going to see, the college football video game that has got me knowing more players and teams and things like that. So there's a lot of factors into it. It could still change. It's a subject to change. I got to see how I'm feeling next week for NFL Week 1. But as of right now, I'm more pumped about Saturdays than Sundays.
I'm excited that you've come over to the from the dark side.
And look, week 0 in the books. For what it was, that was about the best script you could write for week 0.
Everybody covered.
Everybody being
excited in games.
Every underdog covered. Everybody you kind of hinted at covered.
Yes.
I don't know. Did you have SMU? They really let me down. Everything else was great.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about SMU.
New Mexico, check. Georgia Tech, check.
Big check.
My goodness.
Yeah, and again, we said on the show that would not be a shock, and it wasn't. I think it shocked some folks in Tallahassee, though. They are in last place. They're the first team ever to be in 17th place in the ACC.
There's a trivia question.
And of course they think the league is not good enough for them. So interesting conundrum there for the Seminoles.
Saw some jokes about that. They'll be suing the ACC and things like that. What does this say about Georgia Tech? This is the old TV, radio, sports show debate. Does that say more about Florida State or Georgia Tech?
I think it says more about Georgia Tech, and they were sneaky good last year. Had a chance to win more games, and Haynes King is the key. He didn't turn it over, and he did it all the time last year and cost them games. And they've made tremendous strides on defense. They gave up over 260 yards a game last year rushing. And they didn't, after the first drive, they didn't give up 50 the rest of the game against Florida State. So, Brent Key has done a good job. Of course, they have the Sabatini, the defensive coordinator, a new defensive coordinator who came from Duke, who worked for Elko, which is a pretty good resume, and he clearly made a big difference with that team.
How about for the Florida State angle of it? A lot of people down on DJU even going into this season. You weren't down on him, but you were questioning if Florida State is a contender because of him.
Yeah, exactly. He's never done it.
Yeah.
He's never done it. And they're still in the playoffs. They're still alive. But again, that's who he was. He was 12 for 14 in the first half. The average air pass in the first half per completion was minus 0.1 yard.
So throwing behind the line of scrimmage, nothing downfield. Yeah. What does it say about Norvell? Look, they were undefeated last year, so we can't just completely crap on them.
But here we go. With Jordan Travis as quarterback, they're 22-9. Without him, they're 2-9.
Okay. All right. Questions in Tallahassee?
Is that similar to Jimbo Fisher with and without Winston?
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm a Norvell fan. I've said it on here before. I think he's really, really good, and I think they could still make the playoffs. But I don't know that DJU. He was not. Gosh, I don't know where he was in the top quarterbacks in the portal. But it wasn't in the top 7 or 8 or maybe 9 or 10.
We did that sometime deep in the summer, June, maybe even May or something. And, he was down your list, if he was even on the list.
Yeah, I don't think he was. I don't know how deep we went, but I don't think he was on the list.
We'll talk a lot of Pirate football in today's show, especially Hour 3 with Bryce Williams. But Coach Mack bringing ECU into this and transitioning from week 0 to week 1. Pirates a 33.5-point favorite against Norfolk State. Hey, credit to the Spartans. They were game the other night. They were a 2-point conversion away from potentially winning that game as big underdogs against Florida A&M.
I said it was going to be 4 touchdowns, and it's a little bit more than that. But, you have the conundrum. Is that game experience an advantage for Norfolk State, or is the fact that they haven't seen the Pirates' new offense an advantage for the Pirates?
Yeah, and look, it's just so many unknowns. We'll still have unknowns coming out of this game.
How big will the overreaction be one way or the other?
It'll be pretty big. It'll be. Well, yesterday we kind of said, all right, what will the first caller say on the 5th quarter? And we had a bunch of different lines that, somebody's going to say, well, now we got an offense. Now we got a quarterback. We finally got a quarterback. Somebody's going to say that was pretty good, but somebody's going to say, how you doing? We hit all the lines yesterday on the show, but there will be an overreaction one way or the other. Brett, do you got a second? I see you're working. Can you get on the mic? Do you have anything to say about what'd you say? ECU will be a 13 or 14-point favorite last week?
It was either 13.5 or 14.5.
Yeah, it's 33.5, man. You were a little off.
We got to see what happens when game time comes.
So I guess you're heavily betting on Norfolk State this weekend.
I'm not going to touch it, but I've watched ECU. This be my 4th year watching ECU football.
You haven't seen a lot of good football.
I just haven't seen a lot of good, but I've seen some good.
Fair.
I've seen some.
You haven't seen Jake Garcia, as he'll be behind center. What do you have to say to the media today, Sean? We'll hear it later. What do you think of Jake?
He has a lot of confidence. He seems like he is the starting quarterback for ECU. The way he delivers his messaging, his answers to the media, and he is not short-answered, by the way. When we listen to his comments, he gets into depth. He goes into detail with every question that he's asked, and he's just very excited to get back playing football again because he didn't do that last year at Missouri. So I think he's just excited to get back on the football field and have a chance to start 1-0 for the first time and help East Carolina do that for the first time since 2016.
Kenny says, Clip, you and Chandler look like two brothers interviewing their pops. Coach Mack could have been y'all's dad. Okay, Kenny?
Could have been their grandfather. Young pups.
Oh, Gramps. What was the peach basket like?
By the way, this is not the first time I've seen Gramps today.
Oh, yeah?
I was leaving the practice fields this morning, and there's a car that pulls up to me, and there is this man and his wife, and there was Coach Mack and Miss Jean. They had just got done walking the stadium.
Awesome.
So I get to see Coach Mack twice today.
It's my pleasure.
All right, I want to. So, we could do takes or opinions or things like that, but I've been waiting for this week for so long. I kind of just want to go through the slate and talk about games. Is that cool with y'all?
Sure.
Yeah, we got to get our picks out of the way early or late, whichever one.
I have news out of Charlotte. Biff Poggi. We can get to that later. Or
We can get to it now.
But Nick Carboni, who also covers the Panthers.
Carboni.
He says, Coach Biff Poggi, and I quote, says, "We have come out of camp, unfortunately, pretty banged up." He says they have 8 to 9 starters injured ahead of Saturday night's opener versus JMU, and they will be out. So about a little over half of their starters are out.
If he's saying this, do they have to sit? They don't have to sit. I feel like this is fake.
It definitely could be with Biff Poggi, especially.
Has the line changed at all?
What did it start out as?
Zach, are you busy? Somebody give me a Charlotte or a James Madison Charlotte line. I don't know. I just don't trust what any coach says, especially Biff. Why would he come out and say all this?
I guess maybe he's a pretty honest guy.
Let's look at Action Sports, which Jarrett did yesterday. Charlotte is a 8-point dog at home.
So the line has moved quite a bit in one day.
Yeah.
So
what was it before?
It was 6.5. So we're talking 1.5 in a day.
It ain't moving enough.
Oh.
Whoa, wait, whoa. What did he just say? What did you just say?
I said it ain't moving enough.
So we're taking.
Wait, that's nuts?
James Madison?
I didn't say that's
All
nuts.
right, so it's not on the same level as that's nuts. Okay.
No, but that is something to factor in.
To write down.
Not on the table.
That's nuts.
Yeah, we are doing our week 1 top 10 team to lose and top 25 team to lose. John just remembered that.
Yeah.
How about did you do a selfie today before the show?
No, but I did a video of you.
Good job.
Thank you. And then I had to stop it because there was echoes.
Yeah.
But I at least put something out.
All right, let's run through it. So Thursday night, we'll be at the State Theater for the Pirate Radio football kickoff party. And we'll also be watching some college football. And Thursday night, not a great slate.
21 games, though.
21 games. Coach Mack, there is an abundance of FBS versus FCS in week 1.
Yeah.
Almost all of it seems like. There are some good games, but a ton of FCS versus FBS. So the one FBS versus FBS matchup that I guess is the headliner Thursday would be North Carolina at Minnesota. Somebody was talking North Carolina football with me recently, and I had no clue, but are they going 2 quarterbacks? Are they playing 2 quarterbacks Thursday?
Wouldn't surprise me.
So life without Drake May begins for the Tar Heels. Got to be honest, I don't know. Neither one of these teams are a factor in their respective conference, are they?
Minnesota can't be. Carolina could be because the league is so deep. It wouldn't. I mean, talent-wise, they're in the top half of the ACC.
Wasn't Minnesota a favorite earlier this summer in this game? Because North Carolina.
Oh, yeah, they were.
Yeah,
they were. Yeah.
North Carolina is now a 2-point favorite.
Yeah,
that has flipped.
Yeah, that is a fact.
Okay. Anything screaming at you about this game?
You know, Minnesota's quarterback. Both teams have questions. Minnesota's quarterback is from New Hampshire. Don't know what that means. Max Johnson on his third schools, but we've seen third schools work for transfer quarterbacks. So
we hope it works for ours.
Yeah, I think. I like the Tar Heels on the road, but rowing the boat up there on a Thursday night, you just never know. PJ Fleck has done a good job with that program for the most part.
So that game is on Fox. On ESPN at the same time, you get Coach Prime. The Buffs taking on North Dakota State. Colorado, a 10-point favorite. Colorado has Shadur. They have the all-world corner receiver.
Travis, yep.
Hunter. And a lot of new players too, right? A lot of transfer.
43 portal players.
Yeah. So, Coach Mack, do you trust them against a program like North Dakota State that is dominant every year at their level? Can they step up and give Colorado a game?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good game, but I think in the end, Colorado's skill players and speed will make a difference. But gosh, it's a scary game. If you're Colorado, you better be taking it seriously. You better not come out like SMU did against Nevada.
That was disgusting. As far as lines go, this one could be a tight one. CBS Sports Network, 8 o'clock. Coastal Carolina and Jacksonville State. Jacksonville State, a 2.5-point home favorite in that one.
Yeah, I like that game a lot. That'll be a fun game to watch. Jacksonville State takes football very seriously. Obviously, Coastal does too. Coastal without Grayson McCall for the first time in a long time. So that's good. Jacksonville State's got a chance to win their league, and so does Coastal.
Wake Forest A&T, AAC action, Tulane taking on Southeast.
Are you ready,
I'm ready. Southeastern Louisiana at Tulane, Alcorn State at UAB, Northwestern State at Tulsa. So some American teams getting underway coming up. And number 11, Missouri, taking on Murray State. So, again, a lot of games, as Coach Mack said, not a ton of meat.
No. Ton of games, though. Get us ready for the weekend where we have 5 huge games.
But we're not there yet because we got to talk Friday.
I understand.
And there's not a lot on Friday. I'm trying to make this one interesting. Michigan State was a complete mess last year. They are 14-point favorites at home against FAU.
You talking this into existence?
Trying to.
Yeah, it didn't working.
I need something to watch. Western Michigan at Wisconsin. Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see what Wisconsin does with Tyler Van Dyke at quarterback and that kind of thing. And, of course, they have a huge game next week against Alabama or the third week against Alabama.
I will look it up right now. TCU Stanford coming up 10:30 on Friday night. I think Friday night schedule is worse than week 0. It's not good, Bob. Week 3, Coach Mack, the 14th of September. It'll be Wisconsin and Bama.
Yep, in Madison.
All right. So that is it for Thursday, Friday. John, you excited about any of those games?
Not really.
You're not excited about Temple at Oklahoma?
No.
I don't know if I could create a game I'd rather watch less than that.
That line is like crazy.
42 and a half. And the total is 59 and a half. So they are not expecting Temple to score much at all. All right, let's take a break. We'll get to the entree Saturday. Monster day of college football with some great games with playoff implications. Although, are there playoff implications with 12 teams now?
Hosting and seeding, yeah.
Okay, for those reasons, absolutely. We will break them down. We got to get our top 10 and top 25 teams that'll lose coming up this week. We'll make those picks. Coach Mack, our champion from last year. And we'll have more for you. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday, Game Week Tuesday. Back with you after this.
Are you ready, Pirate fans? Free Boot Friday is back. Downtown Greenville Partnership invites you to Free Boot Friday, the official pep rally for ECU football. Join fans for live music from Trainwreck, food trucks, beer garden, family activities, and so much more. The Free Boot Fun takes place from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. each Friday before ECU home football games at 5 Points Plaza. Visit downtowngreenville.com for more information, and as always, go Pirates.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
Are you ready for some football, Pirate Nation? Bud Light is America's favorite light beer and the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. This season, Bud Light has a new limited edition purple and gold ECU bottle on sale now. Cheers to football fun at the tailgate and in the stadium this year. And remember, always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Go Pirates!
This is your What's New update brought to you by Greenville Auto World. What's new? Greenville Auto World has new owners and is part of the DriveHereNow.com team of dealerships. New owner Tommy Cook and his team have 4 dealerships with a fully stocked inventory, over 200 SUVs, trucks, cars, and over 50 lenders, and has financing for anybody. Get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. Greenville Auto World, Highway 43 at Bells Fork across from Speedway. Pirates supporting Pirates.
Want to make your day better? Order a Papa John's pizza. Get an extra large, one-topping New York-style pizza for only $10.99. Made into 8 foldable slices, perfect for sharing or not. See, things just got better, and you get to eat pizza. Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Hi, I'm Walker Allen Volova, and I'm with CopyPro. CopyPro has been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology. Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total satisfaction is our #1 priority. We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net. CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
This is a great time to shop Russell's in downtown Washington. Hi, it's Rhonda, and we have a lot going on at the store. All of our women's summer merchandise is now 75% off, and all of our summer men's apparel is reduced 50%. This is a great time to save big and get a preview of fall. Selection and sizes are still good. Football season is fast approaching, and we want to be your clothing source for game day. So keep us in mind, where it's all about you, our pirate-loving friends at Russell's in downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio.
You must be a pirate for the Pirates Code to apply, and you're not. And thirdly, the code is more what you'd call guidelines than actual rules.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. You can shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com. or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And choose less stress when it comes to moving and choose Advanced Moving and Storage. Locally owned and operated, they don't share trucks, they have exclusive shipments, and they guarantee your delivery date. Get a free quote today at advancedmoversnc.com or give them a call at 321-3200. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. The Alex Harper Schnappa shirts are available for pickup. If you ordered one Monday through Friday, you can come pick them up here 10 a.m. to 6 at the Pirate Radio Studios. And guess who's in the chat today? East Carolina long snapper Alex Harper.
I'm a current long snapper.
He said, smash the like button. Tell Coach Mack I miss him. That's nice.
Him too.
He told Jamie to come down to the locker room door after the game so they can get a picture of Jamie in his Schnappa shirt. So that'd be cool. Be some 49 shirts around Dowdy Ficklin Stadium this weekend.
I hope he gets worn out. I hope he has to snap a lot.
Wait, why? Oh,
Short snaps.
Yeah.
okay.
Short snaps.
Extra points. Yeah, he snapped too much last year. Long.
Yeah.
We want the short ones, the shorties. On that note, Kenny says, clip, with the Pirates win, what score has Pirate Nation excited? What score has us in panic mode?
44-0.
44-0 should get folks excited. Kenny says 45-3. He says 24-17 would have us. You want to be in panic mode? I would say Norfolk State winning the game.
Yeah,
that would make me panic.
There.
But I don't know. I'm in the mindset that no matter what ECU does this weekend, my week 1 is week 2 against Old Dominion.
I don't think there's any panic. I don't think the panic button is hit at all if East Carolina wins.
I disagree. It won't for me, but you don't think if ECU wins 17-14, people are going to be freaking out? That fifth quarter is going to be crazy, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the only way people really hit the panic button is if we lose, and I think there's going to be deep concerns, but I don't think people are going to be like, "Oh my gosh, here we go."
Have you factored in the alcohol?
Oh no, because that's gonna that will ramp people up for sure. But
you were thinking Pirate Nation is sober after the game in your thoughts,
and I should know by now that that's not the case.
So Kenny, again, like, how do you feel about that, Coach Matt? How do you feel about my statement that ECU season begins at Old Dominion and not this week? Yeah. As far as knowing what we have.
Yeah, I don't know that we'll learn a lot Saturday.
Right.
But it is still good to feel good and be confident, and anything that covers that number will be acceptable.
And I like this game. I like this more than at Michigan, or for this team, and for what we've seen the last how many years since
for the program.
Yeah.
Probably past
7-8 years.
Yeah.
Since we've won a week 1 game, Coach Mack.
Winning is a habit. So let's get in a good habit.
I would
right?
say this is year 8. This is the 8th chance that we have to go 1-0.
So I will take this game this year.
Doesn't matter who it is.
I wouldn't mind this game every year. Go ahead and get to 1-0. Why not?
I feel like we had a lot of those games. I mean, we did start the year off like with Virginia Tech, which we would win. We'd start the year off against
We'd have
State.
FCS, App State. When we played Old Dominion here, were they FCS with Heineke?
Yes.
I think they were.
They
right?
were FCS.
Yeah.
Then you had like NC Central back in 2014.
We've played Western Carolina.
Western Towson back in 2015. So we haven't seen that a lot in the past seven years. Actually, we have with A&T. Then you had James Madison, but you lose both of those games.
And if
we've had those chances and we haven't taken advantage of it.
If we have good veteran teams, quarterback returning, and guys we count on and are expected to be an 8-9 win team, then I'm okay with opening up with a tough opponent. But for this team, I like the FCS game week 1.
I worked for a guy one time who said it pretty well. Schedule like you recruit. If you didn't recruit too good, don't schedule too hard.
Well, the problem is for basketball, okay. For football, these games are scheduled 8 years out.
I know. It is hard.
Schedule like you think the guy is going to recruit 8 years from now. All right, Coach Mack, we get hit right in the face early on Saturday with great games.
No.
Well, with big names. I don't know about great games. Georgia Clemson. Is that a great game?
It could be. It could. The last time they played it was 10-3, no offensive touchdowns.
Yeah.
People forget about that.
Do you know the lines? Should we play?
That was before Georgia's dominance, right? Or
the year before they won the championship.
Okay. Yeah. And Clemson
they were
kind of
good.
coming off their
They were good that year.
guess.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
But this was in Charlotte?
This is in Atlanta today. That game was in Charlotte.
I'm talking about the one previously, and that was like DJ Ukulele's first game.
Ukulele, right? Uyunglele too.
DJ
both those guys. Yeah.
So that was like his first game, and then that was when like Clemson just could not do anything offensively.
Yeah.
And I feel like they really haven't been able to do much since then.
They haven't been great since then, for sure.
What do you think the line is for Georgia Clemson?
Mack knows all these lines.
13.5.
Okay. It's kind of fun. What were we doing? Was it basketball line? It was basketball lines when we tell Coach Mack, and he'd get surprised and say that's nuts. He knows.
That's what I was hoping we would do with college football.
But
there might be something.
We're not going to force it, but he lets us know if something's a little fishy. How about the total, 48.5? I don't think we see a 10-3 game, but do we see a defensive game?
Yeah, I think you could see a defensive game. Clemson defense is certainly their strength. Georgia every year is that way, although I think Georgia's going to be better offensively than people think. But I think this has a chance to be a close game. Okay. It really does.
How about Penn State, West Virginia, also at noon? This line is moving down. Wish we'd have got it at 10.5. Now it's 8.5.
Yeah, a lot of people liking Take Me Home Country Road. Penn State doesn't venture out there too much with the non-conference, but this is this is a tough place to play, man. This is hard. West Virginia has a great home field advantage.
I love West Virginia.
9 games a year ago they won when they were picked last in the Big 12.
Really like West Virginia.
They still have Neil Brown?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And is this like a make or break year for him?
Last year was. And he won 9 games.
He made.
Got the quarterback back, kid named Green. Don't know where he came from, but he's good.
All right. How about Hokie High? The Virginia Tech Hokies playing at Vandy.
Yeah, and on paper, this shouldn't be real close. Again, another 13.5 point line, but you never know. First games, Virginia Tech, 20 starters back out of 22. A lot of hype right now. McAfee puts them in the college football playoff. Matt Berry picks them in the college football playoff. He picks them actually to win the league, but that's a lot of talk. But and I like the Coach Key from Vanderbilt. They've got a new quarterback transfer from New Mexico State, maybe, who's really good. Who went to Auburn and beat them last year. So you wouldn't think it would be a dangerous game, but we'll see. I'll actually see it in person for you.
All right, we'll get a full report from Lane Stadium next week when Coach Mack.
Actually, it'll be from Bank of America or First
That's right.
Bank, First something.
Do they have a stadium yet? Wasn't it one year where they were
still under construction?
Is it really?
It's still under construction.
Jeez.
Last year, the scoreboard hung on a cable with a crane. This year, that part is at least installed.
And then who's is it Northwestern playing on the practice field this year?
Yes, playing on the practice field, about 20,000 seats.
Boy, that says Big Ten.
Right on the banks of Lake Michigan.
Beautiful, beautiful. A couple of teams that are huge favorites. Ohio State favored by 49.5.
Good gracious.
Against Akron. This is gross. 3:30 on CBS. 3:30 on CBS. We're getting a 49.5 point spread. This is not my college football. Give me SEC on CBS. Texas, 32-point favorites against Colorado State. Any thoughts on Ohio State, Texas before we move on?
No.
Okay. All right. Miami and Florida.
Yes.
Too close to call in this one.
Yeah, it is too close to call. And that line has moved around, one side or the other. I think it's 2.5 now with Miami giving up a couple points. But the loser is in real trouble. And the winner, if it's Miami, Miami has, I don't know if they have the second best talent in the ACC, but they're second or third. And Cam Ward is the first quarterback they've had that can make a difference. If he has a good year, they could win the ACC. But boy, is this going to be ugly. This is going to be people getting after each other. And I mean ugly in the best sense possible. This is going to be a mean-spirited game.
I like it.
We were talking about make-or-break years earlier. Now, this is a make-or-break year for Billy Napier, right?
For sure. And we've already talked about the fact that his last 5 games are against ranked teams, the lowest ranked being 14th at this point in time. It's not bad till then. So if he can win Saturday, he's got a chance to have some momentum going into those last 5 games, and actually has a chance to have a decent year. But if he loses this Saturday, he may not last the season.
You said North Carolina, because the ACC is open, could be a factor. You just said Miami could win the league if Cam Ward plays well. How many teams can you say that about in the ACC?
Absolutely. Clemson, Florida State, Miami, NC State, North Carolina, Georgia Tech, Virginia Tech.
So that's
Louisville.
9.
8.
8?
Louisville.
So half the league. How many teams are in the ACC now?
17.
More than, 17. So, wide open there in the ACC. This was my number 2 game to watch. What did I say yesterday, Sean? That I'm not going to like each other. Might be some fighting going on.
Yeah.
So, but also the aesthetics, the uniforms, the colors. You got it's just going to be beautiful.
Yeah, and that stadium is Steve Spurrier Field. There will be personal fouls in this game.
All right, Matt Rule in Nebraska. You got UTEP.
Hey, Jamie's Indiana Hoosiers.
I thought about, should we throw Jamie a bone?
Jamie is his Hoosiers are playing the Fighting Pitbulls.
Oh, that's right. FIU. You think Indiana will be at least decent this year, right?
They'll be better.
Yeah.
They'll be better.
First year
Signetti.
under. Yeah.
Signetti, yep. Interesting that he didn't take his quarterback with him, that his quarterback went to Texas State, I think.
We'll get a look at Old Dominion at 4:15 when they take on South Carolina. What do you think about Shane Beamer's team this year?
I think it's not a make or break. It's not like him getting fired, but losing to Old Dominion would increase the seat temperature really high, and Ricky Ronnie does a really good job, but South Carolina still has more good players. They should be fine, and a good home field advantage. Good, they sell out every game, and it's rowdy and alcohol induced.
Maybe we'll see one FCS against FBS upset this week. Could it be Richmond over Virginia?
No.
Okay. Moving on.
I thought because Old Dominion did the same thing. Last year, 2 years ago. Went on the road to Virginia.
Old Dominion's FBS, though.
Yeah.
Alabama, 31.5-point favorite against Western Kentucky.
Yeah.
Ole Miss has Furman. Nightcap, UNLV Houston. I was listening to a college football show, and they said, what game will go to triple overtime this week? And they said UNLV Houston because Houston plays overtime games every week. Year one of Willie Fritz. They are 2.5-point favorites against UNLV, who have really turned their program around.
Yeah,
they're like a one-win team a few years ago.
Yeah, the coach that replaced Norvell, gosh, I'm trying to think of his name, defensive coordinator, had a really good year last year. This will be a good football game.
And they did lose Damon Magazoo to East Carolina. Barry Odom is that name.
Yes, I couldn't pull it out.
That is at 7 o'clock on FS1. Oregon, Idaho, 7:30 ABC, Notre Dame, Texas A&M. Along with this game, Coach, and the games we've done so far and the other games coming up that we haven't talked about yet, with the 12-team playoff, it's not mandatory that you win. You can still get in. But what team losing in one of these big games would hurt them the most?
Notre Dame.
It would be Notre Dame.
They don't have the schedule. They don't play another really good team until USC at the end, and that may not be a really good team, to be honest. This would really be a problem for them. It's not a problem for Texas A&M. They got a lot of chance to make it up, but this is another line that has flipped. Notre Dame was favored. Now Texas A&M is favored and moving in that direction. And I just think, look at what Elko did at Duke, and now he can go in and put his program together with 4- and 5-star guys. I really like Texas A&M in this game.
Did you hear that, John?
Oh yeah.
Did you?
Yes.
You listening? All right.
I'm keeping notes.
Did you write it on the table?
No.
We need to write these on the table. I got on you earlier about it, but I think that'd be a good idea so we don't forget.
Let me finish writing the last thing he said, and I'll write that down.
Coach Mack, I tell you what, let's take a break. We'll hit the nightcap, we'll hit Sunday and Monday, and we'll make our top 10 and top 25 picks. I love looking at a full slate of Saturday football. This is fun. This is my enjoyment in life. We'll talk more with Coach Mack when we return. Try to get in a little NASCAR at the end as well, because the playoffs start
2 weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. This is your 2-week warning. Fresno State, Michigan. Talk about that. UCLA and Hawaii are playing on CBS. That's odd. And also a fun one on Sunday, USC, LSU. We'll talk about those games and more when we return after this.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit ElitePoolsNC.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
North Carolina State Parks has activated the North Carolina Outdoor Recreation Plan. With over 40 parks to visit in the state, we want to hear from you. Selected residents may receive a North Carolina Outdoor Recreation Plan survey through the United States Postal Service. Please take the time to complete the survey to help outdoor recreation from the mountains to the sea. For more information, visit ncparks.gov/outdoors.
Come experience Greenville's newest theater, Golden Ticket Cinemas, located on Greenville Boulevard near Cracker Barrel. With stadium seating and reserved luxury recliners, you can enjoy the movie along with great concessions such as L House sliders, delicious wings, pizza, and hot dogs. And they even have milkshakes. You can always find great deals at Golden Ticket Cinemas, such as $5.50 Ticket Tuesdays and free family movies at 11 a.m. on Saturdays and Sundays. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show in style with luxurious amenities and top-notch service at Golden Ticket Cinemas.
The chase for the cup is on. And if you're looking to light the lamp, nothing beats the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, one of America's top-rated sportsbook apps. DraftKings has you covered with same-game parlays, live betting, odds boosts, and so much more. This week, all North Carolina customers can place a pregame moneyline bet on Carolina. And if they lead by at least 2 goals at any time during the game, you win, even if they end up losing the game. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the code PIRATE. New customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. That's code PIRATE, only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanthegame.nc.gov. 21 plus, North Carolina only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. 1 early win per opted-in customer. Max bet limits apply. Token expires at the start of the game. See dkng.co/ice for wagering, eligibility, and terms.
It's bow time. When you combine the bold taste of a Bojangles Chicken Supreme with dill pickles, Carolina Gold barbecue sauce, and a toasted bun that's great on the go, you get both Bird Dog. In fact, you can grab 2 of them for $5, available for a limited time only. It's bow time. It's bow time. When you combine the bold taste of a Bojangles Chicken Supreme with dill pickles, Carolina Gold barbecue sauce, and a toasted bun that's great on the go, you get both Bird Dog. In fact, you can grab 2 of them for $5, available for a limited time only. It's bow time.
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet at PhelpsChevrolet.com.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
This is Ryan McChrystal, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you in outside sales and looking for an opportunity to increase your earning potential? CopyPro has been in Eastern North Carolina for over 45 years and continues to grow each year. And they are in need of more sales professionals with a desire to potentially make a six-figure income. Do you have what it takes? Visit copypro.net today to submit your resume and to learn more. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Saw some gator chomping over there. Brett and Zach, y'all are on. Wait a minute. Now Brett's giving me a U.
Coach Urban Myers.
Thank you.
Percy Harvey.
Brett is on the U. Zach is on Florida.
No, I just like to break the U sometimes. I think they're going to win the ACC.
Okay, well you can't do that while we're talking picks. You're sending mixed signals.
Yeah. It's the U. I just like to do that to them. But yeah, they're going to win the ACC this year.
Okay. What'd you say about Zach during the break, Coach Mack?
I'm sure it was something nice.
Very nice.
I like Zach.
Very nice.
Very nice. Got Brett with NASCAR. We got them all in there.
No, Jarrett's your NASCAR guy.
Long snapper, Jarrett. Yeah, Jarrett.
Brett.
Jarrett definitely was the NASCAR guy.
Brett's your Jersey guy.
Yeah.
You recruiting any good players out of Jersey?
No.
Oh, all right. Sorry, Brett.
I couldn't figure out the turnpike.
He couldn't get to him. That was the problem. All right.
I kept stopping at those rest areas in the middle.
What you got?
Rutgers football this year. They're going to be good.
Rutgers football featuring
Rutgers football. They're not going to be bad, but the best thing they got is their schedule.
Yeah, we looked at that.
Yeah, don't play the top 5 teams in the Big Ten. That gives you a chance.
And what else do they have on their roster, Chandler?
Isaiah Crumpler.
A Crumpler. Can't go wrong with a Crumpler.
Isaiah Crumpler.
Former D.H. Conley Viking, Isaiah Crumpler, freshman. Don't know if he'll play. Probably not as a true freshman, but at some point, maybe we'll make an impact.
What position is he?
Wide receiver.
They need receivers.
Is he playing defense or offense up there?
Oh, I thought he was being recruited as a receiver.
He might be, but I will double check that for our local audience. Isaiah Crumpler is listed as a defensive back.
DB.
Yep.
Right.
So there you go. All right, Coach Mack, we are at Saturday night. Fresno State, Michigan. I'm putting Michigan on upset alert. Now, this is a biased pick.
Yeah.
I've gotten to know the Fresno State roster quite a bit. I think they can score more than one touchdown against Michigan. So I'm going to say they stay within the 21.
I don't think so.
Dang.
Michigan is going to be mad. Them against the world.
Oh, my God.
They're going to throw up the 4s.
Connor Stallion. He scouted Fresno ahead of time.
New documentary.
And he said today. He didn't know anything. He didn't do any of that stuff.
Have you watched it?
No, I've just seen the clips. He told him he didn't do any of it.
Oh, good. That's a great, yeah. So
I don't even know why they did the documentary.
What are y'all even here for? All right, so Coach Mack thinks the Wolverines will just smother them, be too much in the trenches.
They're really good defensively, really good.
All right, UCLA, Hawaii, Saturday night. I don't know if there's anything else good. Oh, 8 o'clock. I'm seeing James Madison -9, so maybe there is something to what Biff was saying because this line's going to keep shooting up.
It's moving.
Should we get it now, Coach Mack? Charlotte, a 9-point dog at home to James Madison.
Biff won his money on futures, so.
I don't like the Biffer this year. I don't like them this week. Let's see what they got. Week 2 at North Carolina. They have Gardner-Webb at Indiana at Rice. They could be looking at 1-4 when they take on East Carolina at home. In fact, that's what I'm predicting.
Pirate Nation will take over that stadium.
Yeah.
Big time.
And
I'm hoping East Carolina is on the opposite end of the spectrum when it comes to Charlotte. If they are 1-4, being 4-1 would be awesome.
Game I skipped over. Boy, how they weren't mindy, but they were respectable. Southern Miss have fallen. They are 28-point dogs at Kentucky.
I don't think they were ever 28 dogs to anybody back in the day.
Right. But Fairline, Is Kentucky that good? What's Stoops? Is he just going to retire there?
Well, they got the backup quarterback from Georgia, Vandergriff. They're going to be good again, but you don't see Kentucky 28-point favorites very often, do you?
No, and you don't, like you said, see Southern Miss as 28-point dogs. Arizona hosting New Mexico. Boy, we were on that New Mexico was going to play hey, we're dogs to an FCS opponent, not in our house. Credit to Montana State for winning the game.
Yeah, 21-0 run at the end of the game.
Man, so Arizona huge favorites over Bronco Mendenhall's guys. Wyoming is a 6.5-point dog at Arizona State. Cowboys on the road?
Cowboys could win on the road. They've lost a lot from last year's team, but
all right, let's go to Sunday. Boy, the over has gone up 1.5 since we started talking. It is now 64.5 USC and LSU. Do you have a side on this one? Last week you said you just think we'll see a lot of points.
Yeah, I know people that really know that think LSU is just going to kill them. I know people that feel strongly about Southern Cal being able to win. I know they're the same team. They're the same team. They're both really good offensively. They're both starting a quarterback, replacing a Heisman Trophy quarterback, and neither one of them can stop hot knife through butter or poop through a goose or whatever you want to call it.
Poop through a goose?
But there's got to be a difference between bad SEC defense and USC bad defense. Like advantage bad SEC, right? Or no?
Last I checked, the Pac-12 was pretty good last year.
Not as good as the SEC.
No, but it was. I mean, it was good football. Washington, Oregon, Arizona.
Yeah,
I mean, there were good football
really good
teams
offenses.
out there.
Okay, all right. So really good offenses. Who's got the best quarterback?
Every quarterback that Lincoln Riley touches turns into a Heisman Trophy candidate, right?
Yeah.
Every single one.
Who's got the best coach?
Well, Brian Kelly's got the better long-term track record for sure. But again, Lincoln Riley is a savant offensively.
I'm trying to find an edge here, but I can't find one.
I don't think there is.
Who
one.
are the quarterbacks for each of these teams?
Miller Moss and Nussmeier. And they both had huge bowl games.
Yeah.
Another similarity between the two teams.
And then
both have new defensive coordinators. Excuse me, Clip. I'm sorry.
No, I interrupt you all the time, and I never apologize.
That's okay. You're the boss.
I'm the boss.
I was told that.
You should hear the way Mack talks to me off the air, folks. Just kidding.
It's ugly.
Hey, by the way, I had to block Mac McCarthy. He sent me a big
Yeah, I apologize.
He understood.
Yeah,
he sent me a Big Game Boomer tweet.
Because I've complained about this guy all the time, and then I shared one.
I said, Mac,
I didn't share it with anybody else though.
The rules are rules, man. I got to block you. Sorry. Friend of the show, Big Game Boomer.
Yeah,
he's awful.
It really is. But who we got to blame? The public, not him. They eat his stuff up. He comes out with lists. People complain about it. Circle of life. Just keep repeating. And then a stinker for America on Monday night. Boston College at Florida State.
Sneaky game. The way they played last year. It's not sneaky enough to write on the desk.
Did you say sneaky or stinky?
Boston College isn't any good, right?
No, but they've got Bill O'Brien. They almost beat them last year. Florida State's not as good as they were a year ago.
You would like to think Florida State is. You used angry earlier for who? For Michigan.
Yeah.
Florida State comes out mad and da-da-da.
Yeah, and they may.
They
may. Game's in Atlanta, right?
No. Doak Campbell.
Oh, is it in Doak Campbell? I don't know why I thought it was a neutral site game.
I wonder what their fans, what's that atmosphere going to be like? A little tense, I would think, at the beginning.
Well, it's better than it was, but with a 14 playoff, I can tell you that.
Very good point. That is your week one, and I had a blast doing that. All right, we got 2 minutes because the upper management at Pirate Radio is only about getting on breaks on time. So we're going to do that moving forward. Who is your top 10 team that loses this week? I'm going to go ahead and go with Penn State loses to West Virginia. My top 25 team to lose this week will be the Clemson Tigers. Coach Mack.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame is your top
10
team to lose this week to Texas A&M.
And Clemson.
And Clemson. All right, Sean.
I'm keeping it simple. Notre Dame and Clemson.
All right, I'm the only one kind of out on a limb here with my Penn State pick. But we all have the Tigers of Clemson losing to Georgia. Coach Mack, that was fun. And guess what? We get to do it like 14 more weeks.
I mean, college football is the best, right?
It is. We will not see you at the party, unfortunately. You are going to be heading to Blacksburg.
Andy World.
Will be en route to...
I keep saying Blacksburg. You'll be in Nashville. Yes. And we will see you here next week.
Probably.
He's probable. Gives us a probable. Thank you, Coach. Enjoyed it.
Thank y'all.
We'll take a break. When we return, the Mully Man, Mike Mullis, will join us back with you, Power Radio Live, after this.
Pirate Towing is now the exclusive towing partner for East Carolina Athletics. Pirate Towing has over 20 years of experience, open 24/7, and they can always assist you. Don't be stranded and wait for hours. Pirate Towing offers all roadside assistance to come give you a tow or jump start on game day or any day. Save Pirate Towing in your phone today and let the stress of car trouble go down. Pirate Towing, 955-4670. That's 955-4670, and also on Facebook. Pirate Towing, the preferred towing partner with ECU and Pirate Nation.
Dirty Dan's is the best spot downtown for live music and the official after party for the Pirate Radio football kickoff party August 29th featuring Dalton Davis. Hey Casey, tell them what Dirty Dan's is all about.
Dirty Dan's has karaoke, line dancing, acoustic acts, and full bands every weekend. We also have the largest TVs downtown for all your sports games. Show your ticket from the Pirate Radio party and receive free entry for the after party.
Dirty Dan's is located on 4th Street next to the parking garage. Follow us on Instagram for daily lineups and come out to Dirty Dan's for some unclean fun. Pirates, let's get dirty.
Did you know that GUC's electric rates are the lowest in Pitt County? GUC's average residential electric bill using 1,000 kilowatt hours per month with load management is $21 lower than the investor-owned utilities and $34 lower than the local co-ops. In fact, GUC's average electric bills are still $10 lower than they were 10 years ago. Low rates with high reliability. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arrgh!
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an Auto Owners independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with Auto Owners Insurance.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Opportunities await for all students in Pitt County schools. We open doors by finding pathways to provide the best possible chance of success for each to reach their career aspirations of choice. As we head through the 2024-25 school year, we will continue to guide our students for the different journeys of life preparedness. We are committed to enhancing academic achievement and developing personal growth through work-based learning of our many career and technical education programs, college readiness, and solution including those who will be serving our country in the armed forces. Engaging, empowering, and elevating students to be successful citizens, workers, and leaders in a global economy remains our mission. Please visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org to learn how we grow minds and invest in our future through 38 schools and one community. Education, the key that unlocks doors of opportunity.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Golden Ticket Cinemas is Greenville's newest movie theater and is now open in the Greenville Grand location on Greenville Boulevard near the Cracker Barrel. Catch a movie on Greenville's largest screen in the Elite Theater or take advantage of great deals such as $5.50 Ticket Tuesdays. Get your movie tickets today at gtcinemas.com. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show in style at Golden Ticket Cinemas. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, packed studio today. Shirley Rhodes, Zach, Brett. Who's our other guy?
I got Howie. Howie back there.
Howie.
Yeah, Howie.
What's up, Howie?
What's up, Howie? Hey, baby.
Nice hat.
Attaboy.
Yes, sir.
And we got the Chan man to my left and head of the table, Mike Mullis. What's up, Mully, man?
Not a whole lot, buddy. How are you?
Doing good.
Hey, could you give me a little volume here?
Absolutely,
Thank you,
man.
Bob. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Got it.
Yeah. Now we're talking.
All right.
Mully, this is... it's not the same, but you name a starting quarterback. Is it similar at all to naming a Friday starter? Now, the difference is the Saturday starter wants to be a Friday starter, but still gets to pitch, where the backup quarterback doesn't get to play unless something happens. So, but is there the egos involved? I still think baseball players are the cockiest athletes.
No, I mean, you had to take that dig.
That's not a dig. That's how I feel.
It could be at points in time, and there's certain cases where that might be true. But I will tell you, I use that analogy as it relates to the starting quarterback deal with the Friday night guy. So if you're at pick your SEC program, LSU. You could very easily say we have 3 Friday night guys and we don't know who we're going to go with on Friday night. We're going to pitch the matchup and whatever. But that's different because you have to have 3 guys on the weekend, right?
Yeah.
As opposed to saying, hey, we got 2 starters we really like, but we're not sure who we're going to go with.
When you're only going with one.
When you're only going with one, right.
Yeah.
So it's a different deal, but it is maybe a similar mindset. There's obviously a the title is a big deal, right? To say you're the Friday night starter or the opening game 1 starter. I mean, look at the big leagues at times. You'll see their home opener, whoever the starter is, and you're like, who is this guy? But sometimes it's just about how they're going to set up, the rotation to face their schedule.
Shirley, can we hear? Oh, Shirley's not here. We'll hear from Jake Garcia in a moment, but he has been named the starter. John, I felt this way just talking to him. Although Caden Hauser, there was nothing against his personality either. They both spoke like the guy, the number 1 starter. But Jake Garcia does have a presence about him where when you talk to him, he's very attentive. And he's very into the conversation to the point where I was like, are you being fake right now?
Right.
Are you real? Alex Harper said, no, this is the way he acts all the time around everybody. So he's got an engaging personality. Now, that doesn't matter if he can't throw the football, but I do feel like he has maybe rallied the troops. Chandler, is that fair to say?
Yeah, because
his teammates?
I even asked the question to Mike Houston yesterday at his weekly press conference. I said, how does the team rallied around Jake Garcia since he's been named the starter? And he says that the guys are really kind of gluing to him and seeing him as a leader. And especially on the offensive side of the ball, a lot of the guys are, when he speaks, they listen. And so I think that's what you want out of your starting quarterback. And I think we're getting that from Jake Garcia.
Well, look, and you're talking about a guy who is obviously very well traveled. He's been lots of places and under different circumstances. And so I think what you're seeing is a product of just pure maturity.
He mentioned that today.
And he's come from every little stop that he's made has built in something into his personality, and he takes those pieces with him, and that's part of being coachable to a young person that is impressionable. But yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see. I have been impressed at the times that I've heard him speak. It's kind of funny. And I know, man, as a fan base, we're starving for positive, right? So it's like now this stuff's being. He's got this aura about him. He's got this. He's got. I mean. The dude is almost in a no-lose situation from the standpoint of if he could go out and perform even moderately well, it's going to be a significant upgrade over what we saw last year. So, yeah, it'll be super interesting. I know Caden Hauser, this probably came out of left field a little bit, I would think, when he came in, and such a big deal with the fanfare and all. But, again, I think Garcia kind of, stuck in the side door, so to speak, and became part of the program. And, it created competition, and that's what that's what makes you good.
Mully, for me, this is a scrimmage on Saturday, and the season begins next Saturday at Old Dominion. That's how I kind of feel about it. I don't know how much we can learn, but talk me off that. What can we learn about this team against Norfolk State, a team that we are 33.5-point favorites against?
Well, first off, I think anybody that's reading that and going, are we really 33.5-point favorites? I know that's what the line says.
That's what it is.
I get it, but I mean that's making a lot of assumptions that I don't think are fair. I did watch them play last weekend, and I don't think they're a terrible football team. I'm not saying by any stretch of the imagination the Pirates win by 3 scores. Absolutely. But when we get into that 4-score win and even north of that and winning by that, that's just, that's a lot to ask. And there's a lot of things that could happen that would dictate, otherwise. But as far as your first statement, Clip, I think and this is not meant to be disrespectful in the least, but I think that's the difference of being a fan and then being a player or a coach.
Of course it is.
You know that the scrimmage thing is don't start screaming. Don't start that. It's too early. It's too early. You know that this is for real. For real. You've battled all year to get to this point, and now it is for real. It is on your schedule, so it is a part of your body. Part of your body of work. So, I think, yeah. Should it be a dominating win? You would certainly think and hope so. But you still got to go out and play it.
Sean, could you do me can you do me a huge favor?
Mm-hmm.
Can you go grab like a 2019 or a 2020 Phil Steele?
All right.
I want to see, because you're right. It is presumptive to say week 1. We don't truly know, but they put East Carolina as a 33-point favorite. But the thoughts of Vegas were reflective of the lines against A&T and James Madison when we lost those games.
No question.
Those were much, much smaller lines.
I just wonder, you watched the team in Norfolk State play last weekend, scored 23 points. They lost by 1 to a ranked team in their division.
Yeah, which they were big dogs in that game.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So there's a certain point where it pokes the bear a little bit too, right? Don't you think it's been brought up in their locker room that they're 33-point underdogs, and coming into a place where the team only won 2 football games? I truly, truly expect that the Pirates will go out and take care of business, hopefully play clean football. But at the end of the day, 33 points is a big number.
So here's a few examples of early lines against the FCS teams and how East Carolina did. 2015, Mr. Scrimmage over here, Clip Brock, is saying, hey, we're 28-point favorites, Mully. This isn't – well, they only beat Towson by 8 points.
All right.
2016, Pirates are 17-point favorites against Western Carolina, win 52-7. Now, here's what I was talking about. 2017 – FCS opponent, James Madison, East Carolina was an underdog.
Right.
A 7-point dog.
But they were coming off the national championship or won the national championship that year, right? JMU did.
Yeah, with Mike Houston. ECU lost that game by 20 points, and that was not trick plays and all that. That was running the ball down our throat.
That's right.
It was pretty embarrassing. 2018, North Carolina A&T getting a lot of respect, or East Carolina not getting respect. Pirates were only a 7-point favorite in that game. And then tell them to bring me my money.
You know what? And here's the thing with that's amazing to me, Clip, is that's based off of returners.
Pretty much, yeah.
At that point in history, they knew what was coming back.
Yeah.
Now that it's, obviously these dudes have had a chance to be together and gel and figure out what it's going to look like. But it's still a collection of guys that haven't taken live fire together, especially on the offensive side of the football.
So, I just did that exercise to say that I guess I'm saying Norfolk State is not looked at as those teams that came in here and beat East Carolina. Or maybe East Carolina is way further ahead than where those teams were.
And I just wonder what's the validation for that opinion?
Our defense. That is one thing I can point to.
But that you still don't get to a 33-point win by defensively.
That is true.
So, I mean, I would say it was the other way around. If we were coming off a prolific offensive season and had a bad defense, then you would say, okay, hey, listen,
we're going to score.
We're going to score.
Yeah.
But you think about it. If we take the names off of that, if there was any college football game, I mean, it's got to be the biggest spread of the weekend, right? I mean, it's got to be.
No.
You got bigger ones than that?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, but would you ever take a bet in a situation that's more than that? Part of it becomes also guys get big enough leads. It's going to be hot. There's going to be external factors where they're going to start taking guys out. So I mean, how does that affect the score? And yeah, I don't know, man. 33 points is just an awful lot.
All right. I see a 49, Ohio State and Akron. I swear I saw a 50 something.
Oklahoma, Temple?
No, that was 42 or something like that. Thought I saw some in the 50s, but anyway, it is
Ohio State, Akron.
49.
Boy, there's an echo. There's an echo in here.
Did we fix that echo?
Yeah.
No, apparently not.
There's a 32. And there's a lot of FCS versus FBS games that don't have lines up here that are going to be. There's a lot of those games this week, Mully. Now there's some good games as well, but you got a lot of laughers mixed in here.
So other than the Pirates, what game are you looking forward to the most?
Great question, and I answered that. My runner-up is Miami and Florida, because I think we could see a fight or two.
Okay.
I think we can see beautiful uniforms, and it should be a tight game. Number one, again, great uniform matchup, but points galore. I'm going to go Sunday night, LSU and USC.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I'm very curious, this Georgia-Clemson game. Now, I think Clemson could get absolutely blown out.
See, I think I'm in my head, I'm not seeing Clemson hang around, and maybe I'm way off on that. Because Mack did talk about the last meeting, like 10-3. It was ugly, but it was tight.
And this is a different Georgia. Georgia is the new Alabama. I mean, Georgia is where it's at. Of course, we say that Ohio State's one that's publicizing their payroll and talking about kind of where they're at in each position room. So, but I'm more curious to see if Clemson can get back to being Clemson, at least being relevant, which to me feels like that's the only chance the ACC really has.
We'll get back to that in a moment. That's an interesting comment. All right, so I say USC, LSU. Mully says Alabama, Clemson.
No.
Georgia, Alabama, Georgia, Clemson. You can't pick one of those. What game are you looking forward to the most this weekend? Week one.
Colorado, North Dakota State.
Yeah, I like that one too. That is my upset of the week. I firmly believe North Dakota State is going to beat them.
Man.
And I feel like the day of Dion is just like that penny is tarnished. It's not nearly as shiny as it was.
I think he's gone anyway after his kid leaves. I just don't see him sticking around.
That's the ultimate travel ball parent thing to do, right?
Yeah. I think, he aged out.
Yeah, I got him through it. I'm going to move on.
Brett.
I'm excited for the Penn State WVU game because I think that place is going to be packed. The atmosphere is going to be loud, and Penn State is going to get shocked.
I wish all these were night games because that would be a fun night in Morgantown. But a nooner in Morgantown, I like West Virginia way too much in that game. I'm not giving Penn State any credit, so I'm a little nervous about that. But all great matchups. Yesterday, Chandler, you said Georgia and Clemson.
Georgia and Clemson.
You got anything we haven't mentioned yet?
Texas A&M and Notre Dame, because Notre Dame, with a new quarterback in Riley Leonard, Marcus Freeman, I think they really like him up there in South Bend. Mike Elko making his way back to Texas A&M after he was the defensive coordinator and then the head coach at Duke. Can he get off to a hot start? And then college game days there. So I think I'm really interested in the Irish and the Aggies.
That'll be a fun atmosphere as well.
I tell you the other storyline that I think is going to be interesting to see how it plays out is Michigan in the totality of the season with all that they've, the head coaching change and all the things that have happened around that program. I think that's going to be at the end of the year, we're going to look back and I think you're looking at a 3 or 4 loss Michigan team potentially.
I love Fresno State, and they are getting 21 points. And I don't know. How about a little upset? Somebody's getting upset this week. We've already had one, I guess if you want to call it that, with Georgia Tech and Florida State.
Yeah.
What'd you think of that one, Mike?
I didn't get to watch much of it. I was very busy at the time, but what I was able to go back and watch on highlights, I mean, cool. I mean, and again, that's going back to kind of where we went, another way. But Clemson being relevant is good for the ACC. Georgia Tech at least winning a football game is at least better for the ACC because I still remember the Georgia Tech teams that weren't that bad. That were there every year. At least in contention, but we hadn't seen that in decades.
So what about Miami or NC State? Like, you think it has to be Clemson now with Florida State losing? It has to be that big name. What if the U beats Florida and gets off to a good start?
I think that's almost my point, Clippers. That there's those guys, the three that you're really hoping to salvage the reputation of ACC football are all kind of right there together. Nobody's really separated themselves like Clemson had once done to be able to really run with the big dogs.
I like that the ACC is seemingly wide open this year. Now, again, I haven't seen Clemson yet. What if they come out and win and Dabo regains his dominance on college football?
Right. That's certainly part of the story. The other thing is every year, it's like state, and the state, it's the build up, and then it just isn't there. And it's, but maybe this is their year.
All right, you want to hang out one more segment?
Yeah, we can do that.
I got a baseball question for you from Jamie. He's been trying to get in for a couple weeks.
All right.
We will get to that and more. Big Gav on the mound tonight for the Guardians. Connor Norby has been smoking. We'll talk about that and more when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. Still to come, Bryce Williams will join us. We'll hear from Jake Garcia and Rajay Harris. We got that and more coming your way. Pirate Radio Live after this.
Are you ready, Pirate fans? Free Boot Friday is back. Downtown Greenville Partnership invites you to Free Boot Friday, the official pep rally for ECU football. Join fans for live music from Trainwreck, food trucks, beer garden, family activities, and so much more. The Free Boot Fun takes place from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. each Friday before ECU home football games at 5 Points Plaza. Visit downtowngreenville.com for more information, and as always, go Pirates.
Hey folks, Kyle Gaines here from Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We have a huge selection of Jeep Wranglers and Gladiators. We have the biggest savings of all new vehicles in Eastern North Carolina. On top of that, no payment for 90 days. That's right, no payment for 90 days on new Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram vehicles.
This just in, 0% on Jeep Wrangler and Grand Wagoneer.
Don't forget, we also have the largest pre-owned vehicle selection in Beaufort County. Budget-friendly vehicles from $5,000 and up. So remember, drive a little, save a lot.
There's a special deal at US Cellular where you can get 4 lines for just $90. It's perfect for you, Barbershop Quartet.
That's us.
There's no trade-in needed, and it comes with 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones.
US Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, this is State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer right here in Greenville. We can switch your auto and home insurance so you can start saving today. My team and I are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Timothy Sawyer State Farm, it's easy to switch and save. Just give us a call, 493-0002. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad!
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for $11.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
It's not the amount of power. Ooh! It's the size of our tower. Pirate Radio, we are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Drive a little and save a lot at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, plus they offer service to all makes and models in a state-of-the-art facility. Drive a little and save a lot with a short trip to Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Highway 264 in Washington and WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com. Are you ready for some pirate football? Pirate Nation. Bud Light is America's favorite light beer and the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. This season, Bud Light has a new limited edition purple and gold ECU bottle on sale now. Cheers to football fun at the tailgate and in the stadium this year. And remember, always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to your host, Clip Brock.
Thank you, Zach.
Yeah, okay.
Nice lid. Is that new?
It is.
UBE?
Very new. Yeah, just now.
UBE.
That is nice.
You know what's funny?
For our radio audience, a kind of a powder purplish.
Yeah, the old school with the cable and the old school script. They literally could have just found like, wait, there's 100 of these. They've been back here since 1985. Let's put them out. Because it's the throwback for sure.
And he's wearing the strutting Petey.
Yeah.
Shirt. Yeah. Brett going with the local politics, bud. Getting ready for the fifth quarter.
A lot of vintage going on over there because he's got the old Devil Rays hat on.
The old Devil Rays hat, and then our buddy
Howie.
Howie's rocking
the best hat out of all of them.
Looking good.
Rocking the new gear.
All right, Chandler, you brought me this Phil Steele 2020 magazine. I was looking at some of the players on the cover. Let's see where they are today. Trevor Lawrence.
Jacksonville.
Has he lived up to the pro potential? I'm going to say no.
No.
I'm going to say not yet.
Especially not his college potential.
I'm going to say not yet. As what? The number one pick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hadn't done anything. He hadn't won a playoff game, has he?
Yeah, did they win a playoff game? I think they won
maybe.
One.
Maybe one or two in a wild card game.
Justin Fields, what a strange trip he has been on in the NFL.
Battling with Russell Wilson.
Who is their starter week?
They haven't
now that goes back to the Friday night guy versus the two quarterbacks, and we don't know. They don't have a quarterback. I mean, Russell Wilson is washed.
Najee Harris.
Steelers.
Kind of just a guy.
A Jag?
Yeah, he's a Jag, just another guy.
But you know what the thing is? You draft a guy like Trevor Lawrence, number one overall pick. Is the expectation that he would win a Super Bowl, be a fantastic player, or is the expectation that he could be an everyday pro? You see what I'm saying? Like
win a Super Bowl.
You make the investment in the guy, and he shows up and plays every day. It doesn't mean he's had a bad career. He's fulfilled the first round. That's a great question. I wonder how many first-round picks have actually been MVP of the league, or I'm not even saying won the Super Bowl.
First overall picks?
Number one overall picks.
Don't know off the top of my head.
Cam Newton's one.
But I would say he has not – he's not a bust, but he's also –
he's a pretty good NFL quarterback. He's in the top third.
Fine. He's pretty good.
Yeah, but I'm saying, you spend the money on him. At least he shows up, plays every day. Been plenty of guys drafted in that spot that weren't 2 years later weren't even on a roster.
All right. You like Trevor Lawrence a lot.
I think he's okay.
Again,
he's been consistent.
I agree. He is
You're
okay.
He's been consistent.
I think, he's shown up and he's been a pro. He's been a good pro.
Ronnie Perkins. Who is that?
Who the hell is that?
I don't know. Y'all know Ronnie
Do we know Ronnie Perkins?
Oklahoma.
How about you, Brett?
Don't know who that is.
Ronnie Perkins?
Yeah. Isaiah Spiller is on the back cover, and I believe that I see he got released today by a team. And then Brevin Jordan. Is he in the NFL? Brevin Jordan, a Miami tight end. So those are your cover boys.
Ronnie Perkins was drafted in the third round at pick 96 by the New England Patriots.
Okay.
And now plays for the Denver Broncos.
Still in the league. Yeah. Jamie says, I think Najee has not been bad. Better than average, still around. Man, y'all got a low threshold.
You're a Redskins fan. Commanders fan.
What does that mean?
Well, you said we have a low threshold. We don't cheer for these guys.
When's the last time I said Washington was good?
We don't cheer for these guys every. You could pick another team.
No, you can't.
Well, then, Trevor Lawrence is, he is way better than the Redskins or the Commanders as a whole. I still can't get over that. I still want to call them the Redskins. I'm sorry.
Zach, would you rather have Trevor Lawrence or Jaden Daniels?
Trevor Lawrence.
Brett.
T-Law. Trevor Lawrence.
Chandler.
He's guy. He can't,
Trevor Lawrence.
Mully.
Jaden Daniels.
Hey, all right. I got one. Take that, Mully.
Just for you, buddy.
Listen to what Mully just said.
Just for you, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Chat gang, somebody say Jaden Daniels. Mom. Somebody. All right. I had a baseball question. I guess if we get back to football, we'll do that before we go. But Jamie has been dying to get this question in. Mully, have you seen the proposed rule MLB is discussing to make starting pitchers have to go at least 6 innings? Would be hard to enforce, but goal is to get back to old baseball.
Yeah, I have seen it. They have given so many caveats to think if they give up more than 4 runs, if a guy comes up, isn't that the reason why you move a pitcher before the 6th inning anyway? all the caveats of reasons to not enforce the rule are exactly why you'd take guys out. If he gets an exuberant pitch count, okay, we're taking him out. All those things are why you move guys anyway.
I get it, man. We want sports, life, everything to be the way it was when we were growing up and everything was better. The good old days. But this is stupid.
Look, if you want guys to get to the 6th, tell guys to quit striking out so much. Put the ball in play a little bit more. You have to throw less pitches, and we get things moving along.
Brett, what do you got?
Get rid of the pitch clock.
No.
Well, if you get rid of it, they have longer between pitches. They can go longer. And less injuries.
The pitch clock needs to be everywhere. They need to get it into middle school baseball. They need to get it into, it needs to be everywhere. And listen, I was not an advocate for I'm like, it doesn't need to be timed. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I tell you what, the rhythm of the game, and it's not I don't care how long the game takes. The volume of action is so much better. You know what I mean? There's more things happening in a timelier manner, and it just keeps the game.
Especially for you that, does color analytics.
Oh, yeah, no, man, it's rolling. We can make little short comments, and we're back in another pitch. Again, but to be very, very honest with you, that's what most coaches are preaching from the dugout anyway, is, hey, pitch with rhythm. We would talk about getting a rocket chair, throw the pitch, get the ball back, throw the pitch, keep the rhythm going. You'll see it. I think it's affected offense more than anything because it takes away the ability to just constantly step out on a guy. So I wish I could agree, but I used to hate AstroTurf. Now I'm like, man, you know what? The way the turf is now and the ballparks and all that, and you can play and you can do different things. You know what? Turf isn't such a bad thing.
Look at Mully adapting to change.
Yeah.
So this reminds me of like when they were talking about fining Greg Popovich years ago because he would sit Duncan and Parker and those old guys, and fans would go to one game a year and they'd miss out seeing their stars. Well, that sucks, but his goal is not to win that game. His goal is to win the championship, and to try to tell a coach how to use his player is not fair.
Right.
Telling a manager you got to pitch this guy 6 innings is not fair. It's ridiculous to me. Again, y'all want it like it used to be, but it's not. So
well, and then okay, we've already tied the manager's hands a little bit. We took away the shift, right? I mean, there's already things that look. If I'm managing the club and I want to have all my guys stand at shortstop, that's up to me, right? I mean, if that's what we want to do, but the 6 inning mandate is. That's probably one of the more ridiculous suggestions that have come along. Therefore, it has a really good chance of passing, specifically in college baseball, if the NCAA gets hold of it.
All right, I'm trying to find...
That was sarcasm for those that think I really believe that.
I'm trying to find most innings pitched in 1995 and last year. Batters faced. Would that do anything, Mully?
Yeah, I mean, because it still would be innings pitched. A guy could face a bunch of guys in one inning.
Innings pitched. Here we go. All right, last year, who's that? Brandon Webb? Who's Webb?
Probably.
Logan Webb.
Okay.
Logan Webb pitched 216 innings. That was the leader. In 1995, Randy Johnson, 294. But only 3 guys were over 200 that year, I believe.
In 95?
Yeah. So, I don't know. Look, if you have elite pitchers, they're going to go longer in ball games. That's right. Everybody used to go longer, but now it's different. It's specialized. What if teams did go 6? Like, how many guys wouldn't throw anymore? Like, you could cut down 3 or 4 pitchers out of your bullpen.
Well, you'd think that. I mean, but I think 162 games is a long time, and it's gonna have some bearing on the number of pitchers you have.
I'm trying to save jobs for America.
There you go.
I want pitchers to be employed by Major League Baseball teams. I guess you, Jamie, and you people out there don't care about pitchers being employed.
There you go. Way to take a stance.
Thank you. Mully. Gavin's numbers aren't great.
Well, he had certainly an up and down year. He's had some good outings in there, but certainly an up and down year. And it's just part of it. This is baseball at the highest level, man. It's not going to be easy. And obviously, the more you do, the more information they have about you, the more opportunities they have to watch reps. But he'll get it figured out. I mean, they have to continue to evolve.
The AL Central has gone from the most meaningless division in baseball to one of the most competitive. The Guardians are 18 games over 500. The Royals 16 games over 500. The Twins 13 games over 500. Even the Tigers are 500.
Right.
And these are teams that were you would have one team above 500. They'd make the playoffs. They'd lose pretty early, and that's all she wrote. It's been very competitive this year. I bring that up because Gavin and the Guardians have the Royals tonight in a big game in Cleveland.
Yeah, and it's we talked about it a couple weeks ago. The win totals or lack thereof, and
no great team.
Yeah,
really.
And it's been really. I'll be honest with you. Before you mentioned that, I really hadn't paid it a ton of attention. But it's really weird. It's a strange season.
It's turned into the NFL almost, like parody.
It really is. It's even like, okay, we're going to play 162, but how many single game play-ins are we going to have, and what's that going to look like to dictate the rest of the postseason?
Yeah,
I mean it's been a weird baseball season again between the injuries and everything else. But it's nobody.
You brought that up last week as one of the reasons. Just that you look at these good teams that are supposed to be good. Braves have been riddled with injuries. The Dodgers have had guys in and out of their lineup,
and that's the two that stand out. I mean that are really jump off the page at you, but.
Wild card right now, Baltimore is at the top of the AL with Kansas City and Minnesota behind. In the National League, it's the Diamondbacks, Padres, and Braves. Braves 3 games up on Brett's Mets. You think the Mets still have a chance here down the stretch?
Yes, they do. I think it's going to be an awesome September for the Mets.
Wonder why he would think that. I mean,
I think it's going to be an awesome September. I think Lindor is going to make his strong case for MVP.
All right. While Mully's
And the
here,
Mets are gonna.
Brett's got to take that Lindor should be the NL MVP. You're looking at him a little side.
Lindor?
Yeah.
Lindor.
Who's had a great year.
Yeah, I don't.
But there is a.
Who would you put above?
There is a Dodger out there.
Dodger doesn't play any defense.
Okay.
Lindor has great defense.
I
And
mean,
smashes the ball.
Shohei. That's
You don't like his defense argument?
I do, and I go, okay. I mean, okay, I can see, but I just have a tough. Maybe right now I just have this mental block about anybody from the Mets getting anything, because it's just like they always find a way.
That is very Metsist of you.
And look, man, and I'm gonna go date myself here, but the 85, 86, the Hojos, the Lenny Dyksters, man, I love those teams, and Clark, and I mean Gary Carter. I love watching it play. I enjoyed the Mets. But the Mets had just killed it for me as it relates to them, because they do all these things. And you're like, man, this is the Mets year, and then they just met it up, and it's like, what is the deal? So I don't know.
Can't disagree with that.
I hope that Lindor is a great player. But I don't know. It's hard for me to see a Met win the MVP.
I can't remember what he did last year. Could he be comeback player of the year? I mean, he's had it, or was he bad last year? I don't really remember.
Terrible.
But he's really come back to his
he's had a good year.
Star.
Also, I think he's the only shortstop now with the most 25 home run seasons and 25 stolen bases.
All right.
He's done that 4 times now.
I think the AL's locked up as it relates to the MVP. I don't think there's any question. The Judge is the best player in the world right now.
Yes, he is. What is he on pace for? 60?
Another 60 something. Yeah,
he's put himself into the all-time greats stratosphere, right?
You know what's 100%. You know what's funny with him too? When he first came up, they're like, he'll never make it. His strike zone's too big. They'll carve this guy up, and he is proven a lot of folks wrong. He is. And
he does not look like a baseball player.
No, but the play he made in center field the other night was freaking ridiculous. And it's like, first off, that big dude is playing center field, and then he goes back, brings one back in the park, and then makes a throw. It's like, what? But yeah,
Mully, I'm gonna say something stupid. He'd be a great
tight end.
Yes.
Well,
you said it before I could.
Well, I can read.
He'd be a great power forward.
I can read your little mind.
He'd be a great power forward. This is for Jamie. Is Joey Votto a Hall of Famer?
He's at least in the Hall of Very Good. Is he a Hall of Famer?
I'm giving it to him.
I don't think he's not first ballot.
Let me see. I can see his numbers. Let me see his awards. Was he ever an MVP? Did he ever win a batting title? Let's see.
He had a career average of 294.
Yeah. a 6-time All-Star, 1 MVP, 1 Gold Glove.
That is not a Hall of Fame resume.
356 dingers.
That's the Hall of Very Good.
Wow. Okay. Mully's keeping him out. Sorry, Jamie. No Joey Votto.
No, he's the kind of player that you go, man, I like watching him play, but that doesn't, that body of work, does that sound like one of the best players to ever play the game? And that's the Hall of Fame, right?
Over 2,000 hits, over 1,100 ribbies. 294 is a good average.
Exactly.
Good average.
Exactly right. It's a Hall of Very Good.
So if that was 300, would you put him in?
It's yes.
And it's kind of funny that those 6 points.
It's a watermark. But I think the thing that got me was his accolades. He only what'd you say
6-time All-Star, 1-time MVP, 1 Gold Glove,
and 1 Gold Glove. That just, even if those numbers were like 3 and 3, you go, okay, well that feels a little different. But 1 Gold Glove, can you be in the Hall of Fame with only 1 Gold Glove?
How does he compare to other people his era?
Well, on that point, how many Gold Gloves is Shohei Ohtani going to win? 0. What'd you say? Zach?
How does he compare to other people his era? Those early 2000s starters, and then
Cabrera and Pujols.
Well, he's not. He's not in that class.
Yeah. On that note,
that's kind of a good way to look at it.
Yeah, it is a great way to look at it. Yeah, Shohei will end up winning some Gold Gloves when they trade Freddie Freeman and put Shohei at first base.
Freddie Freeman, Hall of Famer.
100%. He's not a household name.
That was an old conversation.
That's an old conversation.
We got some good callbacks. We got the Freddie Freeman and then the Andrew Luck. That was before your time here, I think.
Andrew Luck is not and was not elite.
I think I made the mistake of saying Andrew Luck was elite.
No, you absolutely. You don't need to think. You 100% said that.
And then Mully would call me on it like every time he threw an interception, every game the Colts lost.
And the problem is it didn't take very long because he didn't play very long.
And I'm so glad he retired early, or that would have continued another 5 years.
And it finished my argument that he wasn't elite.
Yeah. All right. Mully, enjoyed it, buddy.
Yeah, man, always fun.
We'll talk to you again next week. We'll recap ECU's game 1 and get into ODU. You going to the game?
Hopefully, big win. Yeah, plan on it.
Good deal. Good deal. You going to tune into the 5th quarter? See what Holt and Caden.
You know what? That's gonna be awesome.
I cannot wait.
Great setup. Yeah,
very excited about that. All right, Mully, man. We'll take a break. Come back. Jamie says he doesn't disagree with our conversation, but Votto gets in the Hall of Fame. He uses some names, Craig Biggio and Scott Rowland. Boy, Scott Rowland did not feel like a Hall of Famer when I watched his career. No. So, but they do.
It happens.
Chad says, how does Mully feel about Rutschman wearing Musina's 35?
You know what? I didn't even think of it, but I have no problem with it.
Okay.
Unless they decide they want to retire it, it's obviously it's free game.
All right. We'll come back. More Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. Back with you after this. The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. This month, Doug Henry is giving away ECU football tickets. Stop in and register to win and purchase the vehicle of your dreams. Doug Henry of Greenville, right on the price, right on the corner. Go Pirates!
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi Spa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
There's a special deal at U.S. Cellular where you can get 4 lines for just $90. It's perfect for you, barbershop quartet.
That's us.
There's no trade-in needed, and it comes with 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones.
U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
In this new world of having everything delivered to your home or office, why wouldn't you start using Cellular Warehouse for all of your cellular deliveries? Toby Williams and his team are in the business of delivering phones and tablets every day to customers, which enables you to take the hassle out of visiting a store. The best thing about this great service is that it's free. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051. That's 252-799-7051, and let his team make your wireless experience fast and easy. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
Your Wood Ducks host the Augusta Green Jackets September 3rd through the 7th for the final homestand. Join us on Friday and come check out the World Series trophy. There will also be post-game fireworks presented by WNCT Channel 9, where the first pitch is set for 7 p.m. And the first 1,000 fans on Saturday will receive a Canes-themed jersey presented by Down East Heating and Air. First pitch is set for 5 p.m. And be sure to come celebrate and enjoy the final Wood Ducks game on Sunday with our fan appreciation game. Get your tickets at woodducksbaseball.com or at the box office the day of the game. Go Woodies!
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
There is road work outside, but plenty of food and fun inside at Fish Street Hardware in downtown Greenville. Park right across the street and make your way in for a great lunch today or drinks with friends. There are over 40 beers on tap and plenty of new specialty cocktails to choose from. Don't forget about Singo on Tuesdays, trivia with DJ Captain Morgan on Wednesdays, local artist live music on Thursdays, and the best Sunday brunch starting at 10:30 a.m. Be sure to follow Fish Street Hardware on Facebook and Instagram for all the 411. Go Pirates!
This is Big John Williams, strength and conditioning coach for East Carolina football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Have you always dreamed of having your own backyard oasis? Elite Pools in Greenville can make that dream a reality. The professionals at Elite Pools are experts in fiberglass and gunite pool installation and renovation, and their goal is to deliver the highest quality at an affordable price. Visit the Elite Pool showroom in Greenville across from the Agri Supply, or visit their website at elitepoolsnc.com. Transform your backyard into a destination with Elite Pools. 689-6557. Now, back to your host, Clip Rock.
All right, Shirley Rhodes supervising. We got Zach. We got Brett. Somebody said it's weird to hear Brett's real voice and not Chandler's impression of Brett. Because Brett, this is like the third time Brett's ever been here, but we've done his voice quite a bit, haven't we, Sean?
Oh, yeah, we have. Lots of times.
Lots of times. The Mets. What are you, a G-Man fan, right?
That is correct.
Who wins more games this year, Washington or New York?
They win the same. They tie.
6.
I don't know. I did this the other day with my roommate, the ceiling and floor of the Giants, and it was roughly right around. The ceiling was like 8 or 9 wins. The floor was like 4.
Yeah.
Is your roommate a G-man?
No, he's a Birds fan.
Birds.
The Birds. How high are you on Malik Neighbors?
Oh, I think he's going to be good. Watching him in the preseason, the first game, the catches he was making, he looked like one of the top guys.
Are you a Daniel Jones believer?
No. I've been off Daniel Jones since the second he walked on the stage draft night. He looks like Eli. He looks like Eli's brother.
Well,
and it's terrible. He plays the same. We need a change.
Eli won 2 Super Bowls for you.
Yeah, but we can't go back to that. I mean, we got Daniel Jones. He comes out in the preseason, throws the ball into the Texans' hand. He drops it on the first play, then throws another pick, then a pick 6, and then another pick after that.
Yeah.
It's the same thing over and over again.
Jamie says, who wins more games, Jets or Giants? I mean,
I'm going to say the Jets.
Yeah, and I'm not even a real Jets believer, but I would certainly say
The
that.
Giants are not going to win a lot. You know it. I know. Everyone knows it.
Who wins more games, the Giants or the Panthers?
Now that is a question that I would love to hear you answer.
That's tough. I'm going to go
I don't
with the
think you want to
Giants
hear
on
his
this.
answer.
I don't think the Panthers are going to do much better at all than they did last year. What did they win? 2 games? 1 game?
Yep, 2.
2? I can see them getting another 1 or 2 in there.
I could see 6 wins.
I wish I'd asked
As a
this
ceiling.
when Mully was here. Somebody said, Mike P., Jordan Love or Trevor Lawrence? Who do you want?
Jay Love.
Trevor Lawrence.
I'm going to go Jordan Love there.
I think I am too.
His last 10 starts last year, he was unreal.
Yeah.
He was throwing for 300-something yards, touchdowns, little to no picks.
Mike P. Brett said, Daniel Jones looks like Eli's brother. And Mike P. said, Daniel Jones looks like Peyton Manning. Daniel Jones just has those eyes. I don't trust a man with those eyes.
They have that same face, too.
Yeah.
When they throw that interception, that smug face.
The Eli
bothers
face.
everyone. Eli face.
The Giants had success those years for the most part against Washington, but man, Eli would throw at least 2 picks a game against the Redskins. Like I never thought he was that
Back then
good.
It was the defense.
Yeah.
The defense won them those games.
Joe says the Panthers win more games than the Giants, and also says Bryce Young is better than Jaden Daniels, which immediately makes me not believe anything else. Joe says.
I don't see us getting more wins than the Giants. I'm a Panthers fan.
And you know what? Oh, he said Jalen Daniels. Okay, that's fair. Jalen Daniels is the quarterback of Kansas and also Norfolk State, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Jaden Daniels is Washington's quarterback. So, Joe, you're probably right. Bryce Young is better than Norfolk State's quarterback. I'll give you that. My guy is in the house. Rajay Harris will be a guest on the Holt Naylor Show, and he has walked into the Pirate Radio studios. We'll hear from Rajay in a moment for what he had to say earlier today. John, as we wrap up hour number 2 here, it's all here, man. How do you let's power rank the next few days? Party, tailgate, game, pregame show, postgame show.
Oh my gosh.
Watching football on Saturday. Like, what are you most excited about?
All right, well, number 1 is the game.
The game itself. East Carolina. And Norfolk State.
Number 2 has to be the party. Number 3 probably has to be the pregame show.
Okay.
Just because the build up.
I love the anticipation, the excitement, the optimism.
And then we go, man, I mean, the 5th quarter is awesome, but that would be my 4th one. It's kind of like an order, but I don't know. The pregame show, man, it's like when you hear that intro for the pregame show, it's like, all right, it's time let's talk game day.
I think I'm most excited about having 2 TVs to watch football during the pregame show.
That's going to be nice. That is going to be nice.
That's my number 1. I got Clemson and Georgia, and I got Penn State and West Virginia while talking about East Carolina, Norfolk State. Man.
What's your power rankings?
I just told you my number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2, 5th quarter with Holt Naylors and Cade Norman. The ECU game itself is pretty far on the list because I'm just not excited about it. And again, I'm glad we're playing this game because I want to win. I want to go 1-0. But like, I can't get pumped up for an ECU Norfolk State game. I can get pumped up for a season opener. So yeah, don't get me wrong. But I will be way more excited about week 2. And man, if we win that, I will be head over heels. I will literally do the show hanging from the ceiling, upside down, if we're 2-0 facing App State to get to 3-0.
You'll do it like a bat.
I will. Batman will be here.
I'm Batman. I am the knight.
What are your game day plans, Zach? What are you going to be doing? What time do you wake up Saturday? Wake up!
I don't need to get up too early. The lots don't open till 12, but at 12 o'clock on the dot, I will be there.
Okay.
Coasting
At
down to
SBC?
College Hill.
Yeah. What is on your menu?
Usually ends up being wings over.
Okay.
I like it.
Can't go wrong with that.
That's right.
Brett, are you working game day?
I haven't decided.
Wait, you get to decide if you. What are you, the boss?
I didn't know I had to work on game day.
I'm not talking. Wait.
Game time decision.
So you intern here, but you also do other stuff, right?
Yeah, I work with ESPN Plus and the broadcasts on
Okay.
television.
So are you doing that on Saturday?
That I am not.
Okay. All right.
So I could intern something, but I wasn't told anything yet.
Okay, man. Relax.
Yeah.
Put me on the spot there.
It sounds like you don't want to work on Saturday. All right, let's say you don't work. What time are you hitting the tailgate lots?
The lot itself, what time does the game start?
6.
6? I probably won't go to the lots till like 2:30.
Wow.
That hurts my
Okay.
soul.
I'll be somewhere else beforehand.
All right. That sounds cryptic. What are you eating on game day?
Jersey Mike's.
Okay.
Always Jersey Mike's.
Always.
I like that y'all are mentioning sponsors. That's great.
Best local sub place in New Jersey, Jersey Mike's.
Not in New Jersey, down here.
Jersey.
It's great that we have Jersey Mike's here.
Are you talking about the
that old mom and
station or
that
a
old
place in Jersey?
The mom and pop sub store that is Jersey Mike's.
Oh no, I'm talking about my Uncle Mike.
We call him Jersey Mike. Joe says, who do y'all think is going to start at quarterback for North Carolina? Connor Harrell or Max Johnson? Got to be honest, don't know neither one.
Max Johnson,
don't
the
care.
transfer from Florida. I think they had him on the podium today.
Don't know, don't care. Chad says you need to listen to Joe Budden's Pump It Up. That will get you pumped. Is that pump it up? All right. Thank you, Chad, for the suggestion. Jamie says, when I went there, if I didn't have a ticket, just go to the tailgate the whole game, which brings back great memories. Yeah, I think too many fans do that and don't go in the game. Zach, you're going to be cheering your tail off.
Yep.
So I'm not talking to you, but can you, you do all you can to get engagement?
I do.
Like, keep the students into it?
I mean, I get there when they open the gates. We're there before the gates are open.
I know.
We're front row. We're trying to hype them up, but you know how it is.
You do your part.
School spirit's hard to find nowadays.
So y'all sit there for about what, 2 hours?
Yeah, we sit there for
and
2 hours.
Y'all watch warm ups
Well,
even when they're not in
putting
pads.
games up on the big screen, so we'll watch a little game. We'll have some on our phones. We chirp a lot.
Oh.
We get started early.
Brad, you going to any Giants games this year?
I am.
I ain't been to a Washington game since 2012. I need to go to another one.
I haven't been to a Panthers game since 2019.
But I have no desire to go to that stadium. It's still... Oh, we need to take a break. Hit the music, Zach. It is still crazy to me. The NFL sells everything. Like, any part of the television, any part of the stadium is going to have an advertisement on it. Because everybody wants a piece of the NFL. How crappy is Washington Stadium? It doesn't even have a sponsor. It's Commanders Field. What a joke.
That's sad.
Jason Wright, the president, doing his farewell tour.
Oh, man. Is that not sponsored?
Doesn't even have a name on the stadium. Commanders Field. That's terrible. What a dump. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Hour 3. Bryce Williams joins us. We'll hear from Jake Garcia, Rajay Harris, and others. And have our Fleet Feet rundown. Pirate Radio Outdoors. It's all ahead. Oh, do we have news? The Commanders Stadium is going to be called Northwest Field for the next 8 years. Is that true?
Yes. It's true. For my sources in the back of the room.
Northwest. Hey, we got a new name 7 hours ago. I missed this. Northwest Stadium. Because when I think Northwest, I think of Washington, D.C., located in the northwest part of the Mid-Atlantic.
Or the Wildcats of Chicago.
What a terrible name. Northwest Federal Credit Union. They're not a sponsor with us, are they?
Nope.
What a terrible name. All right. Back with you after this.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown and Wood. We have the 2024 Encore GX at 0.9 for 36 months. You heard it right, 0.9. We also have the Envision and the Enclave at 0.9. For GMC, we have the 2024 Sierra at 1.9%, the Terrain at 0.9%, and the all-new Hummer EV 849 lease for 24 months. Brown and Wood, 89 years in business in Greenville. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Pirate Towing is now the exclusive towing partner for East Carolina Athletics. Pirate Towing has over 20 years of experience, open 24/7, and they can always assist you. Don't be stranded and wait for hours. Pirate Towing offers all roadside assistance to come give you a tow or jump start on game day or any day. Say Pirate Towing in your phone today and let the stress of car trouble go down. Pirate Towing, 955-4670. That's 955-4670, and also on Facebook. Pirate Towing, the preferred towing partner with ECU and Pirate Nation.
Did you know that GUC's utility rates are not only low in the region, but also the state? That's right. When you combine the average electric, water, wastewater, and natural gas into one bill, only people in 2 of the 15 largest cities pay less than GUC customers. Only 2. low rates, and high reliability, working in the best interest of the community rather than shareholders. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC.
Pirate Water Wicked Tea is here. Set sail for the next Pirate Water adventure. Barstool's best drink is back with delicious Wicked Tea, a strong, smooth, uncarbonated brew flavor with hints of lemon. It's the toughest tea to take on the high seas. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find the new Pirate Water Wicked Tea in a location near you.
We're going plankton!
21 and older, please drink responsibly.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
Pirate fans, the 2024 ECU football season will be here before you know it, and season tickets are on sale now. Lock in your season tickets to be a part of the Dowdy Ficklin experience all year long. Season tickets start as low as $115. Payment plans are also available to fans who lock in their seats early. Just head to ECUPirates.com or call the athletic ticket office at 1-800-DIAL-ECU. We look forward to seeing you in Dowdy Ficklin Stadium in 2024.
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too.
This is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning. Give me a call today, and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Are you ready and pre-approved that the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of programs ranging from conventional, government, and portfolio loans. The Integrity Home Mortgage team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joe Ann Wire offers over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve. Call them today at 252-714-2076. Integrity Home Mortgage, Pirates supporting Pirates. Now, back to your host, Clip Rock.
Wow, back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. We got Zach running the show. Abrupt stop to the music there. Would have played a little bit more underneath and then faded out.
That's on me, Coach.
But that's all right. Just coaching you up here. We got Brett on the video. And Zach, I'm going to ask you to hit a few cuts here. We got a guest coming up, and we need to intro him. Let's see if you can find that. And also, I want to hear from Jake Garcia and Rajay Harris in a moment, so I'm going to need those as well. Consult with Shirley if you need help with those items. But unfortunately, the show can't go on until you find the intro to my my guest here to my left. So I guess we'll just wait, and we can't talk to him.
1, 2, 3,
Here we
4.
go. I saw the light. I was baptized by the fire in your touch and the flame in your eyes. I'm born to love again. I'm a brand new man. Be done. How we doing?
Just rinsing my mouth out real quick, but I'm great.
All right. Hey, there's some VIP tickets for you, buddy, because in my opinion, you're a very important person.
Dang, 4?
Sure.
Yeah, man.
Bring the dogs, bring the baby, bring everybody. Well, you got to be 21. How old are your dogs in dog years?
Oh, 30. They're old enough. 35 and 28.
Dang, darn. We got Sean moving over to the head of the table. How you feeling over there, Sean?
Feeling good.
Hey,
that means
Sean.
that Bryce Williams is here, so I'm fine with it.
That it does. That it does. Bryce, it is game week.
Ain't that crazy?
Have you seen the now? Hey, we know Mack knows the lines, but I don't think Bryce does.
No, that means we're going to play guess the line.
Do you know the spread for ECU and Norfolk State?
I saw something that was like -33 and plus 33.
Okay.
I don't know what that means, but
what do you think it means?
Negative's good, right? If you're the negative person.
That means East Carolina is a 33.5 point favorite.
My neck.
What about your back?
My finish it, Sean.
No. Lock in, Sean. When we say lyrics, you gotta.
Did you finish them out?
He did one. I did one. You got next.
Exactly. You could have said a few words without getting to the point of it.
That is a big number, Bryce.
That's a large number. I hope we're accurate.
Yeah.
I hope they're accurate.
Now, I talked about this earlier in the show. East Carolina has been big favorites against FCS opponents against Gardner-Webb. Covered that 144-0. If I'm not mistaken. They were big favorites against Western Carolina. Well, like 17 against Western Carolina. Blew them out years ago. Big favorites against Towson, 28, and only won by
8. 28 to 8. 28 to 20.
Yes. But this is what makes me feel good about this number. When East Carolina played James Madison, an FCS opponent, East Carolina was an underdog. And ECU lost that game by 20 points. When ECU played North Carolina A&T, yeah, we were favored, but only by a touchdown. We lost that game. Coach said, tell them to bring me my money. So Vegas kind of knows who a good FCS team is and who a bad FCS team is. And to Mully's point earlier, they really are showing East Carolina's offense a lot of respect, an offense that we haven't seen anything of to be favored. Can we even score that many points? How many times did we score that many points last year? Maybe
we didn't have a touchdown or maybe like a passing touchdown in the first 3 or 4 weeks. Right?
Yeah, they are giving us a lot of credit that we're going to figure this thing out quick.
Yeah, I'm with them. I obviously always have high hopes. I was able to be out at the field Wednesday morning when I got my parking ticket.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah, well, I'm out on appeals court, so we'll see what happens.
Yep. Same.
And it looked good. I mean, goodness. I mean, what was nice is just watching, I was watching, Jake and Caden.
With a T.
Sorry about that. But, I mean, just, man, their arms, just one thing that always, makes the quarterback stand out is just their arms. I mean, it is just a dang.
It was coming out of there?
It was coming out of there hot and heavy. I watched 1-on-1s. 7-on-7, obviously pat and go, routes and air stuff, but everything looked on point. I don't recall seeing any balls in the dirt, any balls behind. So I mean, things are looking good. I mean, I saw some great, routes, especially 1-on-1s. Obviously, is a great time. Great routes being ran by the receivers. Tight end, I think one of them tight ends. But it was all good. It was all positive, and I liked.
Now that should continue through week 1. I don't know how good or bad our offensive line is going to be, but I think they will look good against Norfolk State, which means clean pocket, time to throw, all that stuff for Garcia. I expect the passing game to click from that regard, but again, this is the first time all these guys are playing together.
Yeah.
So there's a little fear in that.
Yeah, obviously.
Week 1,
Yeah. Speaking of the O-line, I mean, they look, as far as like their stature and everything looks good. I think this would be more so a compliment end on the defense. But, I was able to see a few, I think it was third downs. We'll just say the defensive line was putting some pressure on the QBs.
Well.
But understood with, kind of the age of our D-line and our defense at that. But there's plays being made. So obviously, I won't give it all to the defense, but they were looking good on that side of the ball.
My expectation for this team is around 7 wins, but my expectation for this defense is to be very good and at times dominant.
Yeah.
Therefore, if the offense is average, we can get to 7 wins. Above average, we can get to 8 or 9 wins or whatever. But no pressure, but I'm putting pressure on this defense, John. I want them to be great. Why be good when you can be
They're
great?
not satisfied. I mean, talking to Blake Harrell, whether that's on the Holt Naylor show or on the Brian Bailey show or being out there at press conferences or talking to him after practice, he understands that they had a good year last year, but that was not good enough. He said, yeah, we were great, but we want to be able to be even better this year, and they have a chance to do that because they have so many returning starters.
Zach?
News out of Dallas about how unserious they are. They have cut Julius Wood.
Wow. 2 picks, 6-pack abs, and you cut that guy?
Unserious.
All right, that makes me feel better about the Commanders standing in the NFC East this year. Well, that stinks. I hope he can get picked up, go to a practice
I wouldn't
squad.
say it's the end of the road for them. I mean, obviously preseason's a big deal. I mean, maybe they couldn't find a spot on their defense, but with 2 picks and things like that, hopefully he caught some other guys' eyes or a practice squad. Once he clears waivers, hopefully a practice squad.
When were you cut for the first time, Bryce?
Patriots. I made it to the last cuts on Patriots. That's when they were doing I think it was 3 different cuts.
Okay, yeah. Which is how they do it now, right? It used to be. I thought it was the opposite. I thought it used to be one big one, and now they do separate. Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong.
I think
47 out.
Who's that, Rajah? You want to carry Bob's head in?
He gave us a wave. You missed it.
All right.
Bob didn't because he's going to be on the Holt Naylor show this week.
Right. But yeah, that was when they did multiple cuts.
Okay.
And I made it past that.
Bryce, how did you feel how did you get that message?
They call and say, "Hey,
we like what you're doing."
Oh, how they lay it on me?
Well, they have somebody tell you that, hey, get your playbook and go to the.
Yeah, well, see unfortunately, I guess I've been.
I watch a lot of Hard Knocks,
and of course Belichick, thinks that's when I got hurt at the Patriots, and so it was really just saying, well, you got hurt. We weren't able to see what you could do.
You're no good to us, hurt. So.
Yeah. So, yep, that's how they lay it on me. At least for the Patriots, that was the first cut. So.
Hit the bricks, kid.
Yep.
And you just said, well, golly. I can see you just be like, well, dang, Bill.
I said, well, daggone. All right.
What do I do now?
Now
y'all getting me a flight, or how do I get home?
They put me on a flight. Patriots did it right. I mean, they put you in first class.
We're going to get you what movie you want to see on the flight.
So that's when I went back to, I think I
went watch Caddyshack?
Into Raleigh. And then, of course, the whole waiver thing. That's when the Redskins were daggum flirting with me. I mean,
they flirted with me my whole life and never sealed the deal.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, dang, Washington, that'd be great. And then that's when...
what year is that?
Rams 16.
We got Jordan Reed, I want to say, at tight end.
Yeah.
Good player, had a ton of concussions.
Neck strength, maybe. Maybe his neck wasn't strong enough.
Oh, really?
I mean...
That sounds like a myth.
I don't know.
But again, look at me. I'm not a health
I don't know.
guy.
We just worked on a lot of neck, I think it's supposedly.
Neck and back.
Calcium injections in the skull. A little thing like that.
Calcium injections in the skull. Sounds like some island of Dr.
Put some silicone up in there.
Mm-hmm. Silicone parts are made for toys. Sir Mix-a-Lot told me in 1991. Rah-Rah says, I honestly think Garcia ends up taking this team to a different level from 2-10. I agree.
What's weird is we have another Garcia.
It is. In fact, my wife said, I said, did you see ECU named a starter? And she said, yeah, he didn't do that great last year, right? And I said, well, this is a different Garcia. I wonder how many Fringe fans are confused.
Push away the pasta and bring back the pasta.
I wonder how many fans are going to be at Dowdy Ficklin Saturday and say, man, this guy has improved a lot.
Why couldn't he have done this last year?
Yeah, gee whiz.
Boy, what a difference a year makes. This guy's good.
Do we get a call about that on the 5th quarter?
And then Hauser comes in. He's like, man, Flynn looks good too. Great job. And man, has Donnie gotten younger? Boy, that Donnie
taller.
That Donnie looks spry. All right.
Oh boy. We're on the secondary. I was getting a comment, about the secondary. My man Mags. I feel good about the secondary.
You should,
because of who's leading the charge. I felt nothing again. Obviously, Coach Tripp did a wonderful job. I'm just saying that Mags is there. I think they went from a great coach to another great coach.
I think it was about from a person standpoint, because man, Tripp Weaver, I really feel like amongst the players. And I know you have a relationship with him, but I feel like he had 100% approval rating. The guys loved Tripp Weaver.
For sure. I mean, I tell you, I went to the winter workouts and obviously some of the practices. Man, he was fired up. I mean, I tell you, they don't stop moving and yelling and just getting after it. So it's great to see that. Coach Weaver's that way. Mags is that way. Heck, all the coaches are that way. It's
So we like what we got at corner, Chon. How about safety?
Devin King is the guy up there.
Omar Rogers
is Jordan Huff. I mean, he might have been DB, but there's some guys back there that have some pretty big shoes to fill because Julius Wood, the guy that we just mentioned, unfortunately, because he got cut by the Cowboys. But I think Devin King's a guy that's been a special teams player the past few years, and I think he's ready to take that role as the top guy at safety. Jordan Huff's another guy. So.
And keep an eye on number 6, Dontavius Nash.
Yes.
Who they've worked at corner.
Yep.
And we might see him kind of float around and play different positions.
Is this the Cowboy stuff? You said something Woods, didn't you? Where is this? What are we looking at?
These are East Carolina players.
I said our lads. That threw me off.
That Brian Bailey had this for his show when he talked to Blake Harrell and left it in here, and I picked it up. Siobhan Revel is already being looked at. He was
a Senior Bowl something, right?
Savone.
It ain't Siobhan. It ain't Shavine. It's Savone.
So we shared this, but an NFL draft dude. I don't know if anybody knows the name.
NFL draft dude.
NFLDraftDude.com. Had Savone Revel as his number 12 overall prospect. Going into the draft next year.
Daggone.
Yeah, he's a big corner.
Wow.
With skills.
I tell you what, if he can get the analysts on his side, that is huge.
Perception is reality.
You dang right. I mean, they drafted a German whenever it was my name, just because Mike Mayock and that said draft him. Sure enough.
If your name was Bryson on the wheel, you'd have gone third round.
I'm pretty sure he's projected right now third in that award for best cornerback.
Oh, wow.
In college football.
What was that? That award was Booby used to say he's gonna win that.
Booby?
Yeah.
Who was Booby?
Deshaun.
Amos?
No.
Deshaun. Oh, Benton. Booby Benton. Yeah. Okay. Booby
Deshaun
Benton.
But
Amos had a better chance than Benton, I think.
Oh yeah, Amos is doing it good. No,
he's still playing.
Oh yeah, got picks and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. What is that? Is that that's not the Thorpe? Is it Jim Thorpe?
I think it's Thorpe.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Because I remember Boo would say his name was Booby Thorpe. What? I think he had an NFL tattoo on his leg. I kid you not. I think he did.
That was because Josh Hawkins was on the Thorpe. He made a mid-season list.
Yeah.
And I remember I interviewed him and I told him, I was like, hey man, just saw it came out. The Thorpe list was narrowed down and you're up there. He's like, really? I am? And he played terrible after that. And Rick Smith blamed part of that on me.
Dang.
He was gonna find out one way or the other.
Dang, Clip.
Yeah. Josh Hawkins got a case of the big head.
Because somebody told him that he was part of the Jim Thorpe watch list.
He couldn't hold Jim Thorpe's jock strap. Jim Thorpe's earbud ports. I love Lamp. Andrew Wilson Lamp is a transfer from West Virginia.
Yes, sir. I love Lamp.
Keep an eye on him, number 11. Rebels, number 28. And IBM, a great nickname.
Andrew
Isaiah
Wilson
Brown
Lamp.
Murray, number 26.
IBM.
So number
Will it
12.
say Wilson Lamp on his jersey?
I would
The whole
assume so.
dash?
Yeah. I would think so. Tell you what. You got the players. All right, let's take a break. We'll hit the players as part of our Fleet Feet Rundown. We'll go Pirate Radio Outdoors. And we'll have a lot more for you on a Tuesday. Ticket Tuesday is brought to you by Toby Williams and Cellular Warehouse. The best thing about Toby's service, where they deliver cellular devices, phones, tablets to you, the customer. The best thing about it, it's free. You can call Toby Williams today, 252-799-7051. Let his team make your wireless experience fast and easy. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent. We'll take a break, come back, have our Fleet Feet Rundown, and part of that will be words from Jake Garcia and 47, Rajay Harris, when we return. Pirate Radio Live after this.
Pest Tech wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. Pest Tech is a full-service pest control company offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the Pest Tech guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. Pest Tech, the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Are you ready, Pirate fans? Free Boot Friday is back. Downtown Greenville Partnership invites you to Free Boot Friday, the official pep rally for ECU football. Join fans for live music from Trainwreck, food trucks, beer garden, family activities, and so much more. The Free Boot Fun takes place from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. each Friday before ECU home football games at 5 Points Plaza. Visit downtowngreenville.com for more information, and as always, go Pirates.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with Harris Real Estate Group, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates!
This is Dr. Dixon from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced and professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, it's Caleb with Stroud's Marine. Boating season is here, and at Stroud's Marine we're stocked up with over 20,000 pre-owned parts. We've got everything you need, from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Speaking of outboards, we will buy your old ones. And as always, our mission is to save you money and get you back out on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Are you tired of the same old fast food routine? Shake things up for lunch and dinner at Clean Eats Cafe. We've cracked the code to make healthy dining tasty and affordable. Whether it's a power lunch or a family dinner, we've got you covered. Sit down in our cafe for a brainstorming session or catch up with friends. Even stop in after a workout for protein smoothies or a protein iced coffee. Our atmosphere is welcoming and our food is fresh. All for about the same price as fast food. It's time to ditch the drive-thru and feast on flavor at Clean Eats Cafe, Red Banks Road in Arlington Village.
Pirate Radio.
It is my intention to commandeer one of these ships, pick up a crew and Tortuga, raid, pillage, plunder, and otherwise pilfer my Weasley black guts out.
I said no lies.
I think he's telling the truth.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
The technicians at New Blue stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home. Your home deserves the best, and New Blue is ready to help with any electrical, plumbing, and HVAC needs. New Blue also now specializes in crawl-space moisture control and encapsulations along with septic system repairs and installations. Contact them today at callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates and ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with Clip Brock every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We have a local acoustic night along with lion dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8 p.m. followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies get in free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Now, back to your host, Clip Brock.
All right, we'll give a shout out to Chon, Zach Kaplan, Samsonite, Randall. Is that it? Was anybody else on your team? Was there
Joe?
Oh, how could I forget Joe?
How could you forget Joe?
Congratulations on the sports trivia win last night.
Thank you. And Jared said that they were going to win. And I said that would be different.
It's coming. Hang on. Hold your horses.
And I said that would be different tonight. And I was right.
Yeah. So
it came down to the wire with us and Name Redacted's team.
Yeah.
And Ronnie Woodward.
And former ECU basketball team
standout
Howard Hurt. First win since moving to the Buck. So congratulations.
Yes.
You know Howard Hurt went to my high school.
I did know that because you've said that previously.
Yep.
Is he would be older than you.
He's older than
me.
Howard Hurt.
Nice fella.
Great seeing him last night. I love that you're keeping. Have you always done the point system thing?
No, I haven't.
Oh, well, I'm glad you do that because I think that's pretty interesting.
Thanks. Derek says, may have missed if this was discussed prior, but when I heard jersey, it made me think. Thoughts on Washington's black jerseys with the yellow line above and below the names?
It looked good in primetime the other night.
Okay, here's the deal, Derek. We're burgundy and gold.
That's right.
I don't like it, but let me say this. You give us a night game at home. Do we even have one of those this year? I know we were at Cincinnati on a primetime game. Let's see, Washington Commanders. Or maybe give us a 4:25 game where it turns from light to night. And you got Jaden Daniels out there slinging it around, running around, looking fresh in the black jersey. If they win, yeah, I'm cool with a black uniform.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll look cool.
What's it look like?
But as it stands right now, it certainly doesn't look like Washington football. It looks kind of like the Steelers or something.
I have a vivid memory, like just a visual of, I don't like them. I like the y'all's whites with burgundy helmet. I mean,
burgundy pants. We were one of the only teams that wore white at home. And it was cool.
That's right.
Like during the Super Bowl days and during the 90s, white tops, burgundy draws, burgundy helmets.
Can we look at? Do you mind pulling that? I just want to reminisce back when they were.
So let's go like 1991, and you see the look. Oh, that come on.
Let me check it out. Let me gander.
Look at that, man. That brings a tear to my eye. What a
Clip, how old were you there, Clip? What were you doing?
I was 9 years old. I was, I want to say, playing video games and watching the game with Chad, who's a Chat Gang guy. Am I right about that, Chad? During that Super Bowl where Washington beat the Bills?
God, that's classic.
But that's my Washington.
My grandma's a big Redskins fan.
Yeah. And yeah, we mentioned earlier they did change. They do have a name now, Northwest Stadium, which is a dumb name.
That seems real plain Jane.
Yeah, because when you think
black jerseys,
Bryce, you're a woodsman. You got to know directions. You got to know your latitude, longitude. When you think northwest, you think of Washington, D.C., right?
Nope.
No, you don't? Okay. All right.
No.
I think it's named after Kanye's baby.
Did Washington name their name after Kanye's baby?
Yeah.
Can we get a comment on that, or do you think we'll not find out? What do you think, Kanye?
I guess we'll never know.
Thank you.
I guess we'll never know.
Jake Garcia spoke to the media earlier today. Can we hear that, Zach? Let's hear it.
How do you just kind of describe the emotions of you guys have worked on all season at this moment now? The game's almost here.
Right, yeah, it's an exciting time. I definitely say it's an exciting time. We're out here just, trying to stack days, right? And we've been doing that since the spring, really since January, right, with mat drills. And throughout the fall, all throughout the summer. And, just keep stacking days, and we want to go into it full throttle and with all confidence, and it's an exciting time, man.
How do you obviously, I'm sure you see the emotion tick up from the guys' week, but also, like, you don't want to, start doing things different just because it's game week, maybe. How do you find that balance?
Yeah, you just got to be consistent. I think you just have to be consistent in what you're doing. Consistent with your job, knowing your job. And, I think there's a saying that, like I've been around, right? Been different places. And over at Miami, Coach Feld, the strength coach, used to talk about emotional consistency, right? And that's been the same guy every day, right? Every day that you come in, you want to be the same guy. So everybody knows what they're going to get out of you. And, you know how to bounce back from adversity and turn the page quick, right? I think that it's important that we keep that and don't do anything extra. Just do your job and things will fall in place for us.
What would you say the strength of Jake Garcia's game is as a quarterback?
I'd say definitely being in my system, being good at what I'm supposed to be doing. I think that's the most important thing as a quarterback, is to be good at what you have to do at your job, right, and how to operate within certain plays. But I would definitely say that a strength of mine is as a quarterback, I think to make the people around you better. I think to make your receivers better, your offensive line better, your running backs better, and also the defense. That goes for the defense too, right? We've been going against each other, against the defense every day, right, since spring and fall and the whole deal. So, now coming together as a team, it's going to be fun to put it together. But I think that'd be my strength is, obviously playing, like I said, just like pushing the ball down the field and getting the ball into the fast guys' hands right now, right, and being able to make decisions. Definitely as a quarterback, I think my strength is making the people around me better.
Coming in as a new quarterback, what message do you kind of want to show to fans about what this new offense is going to look like this year and where it can improve?
You mean in terms of the first game?
Yeah.
We just want to play fast, right? We want to play our ball, and that means executing at a high level and taking what they give us, being smart, me being smart, us being smart on the perimeter, us being smart up front, and in the backfield, and we just want to show that we're an explosive offense, right? We want to show that we can put up points, and that our defense is we're gonna play complementary football, right? So that's what we want to show our first game.
You also talked.
There is ECU quarterback Jake Garcia. Couple things for our video audience. I said, you know what? We can do better than this. We don't need him in a Missouri uniform.
No, I agree with that.
And Sean said, I'm taking a stand, and literally stood.
Yeah, you said, I'm not going to stand for this.
I will not stand for this.
I will not stand for this.
I will not stand for this.
And I said, I'm going to stand, and I'm going to make a change.
So, thank you for that. Looks great. He's a brand new man, Bryce.
Yep.
I saw the light. He seems to be a confident guy.
Yeah.
I've heard he has got the troops on his side, his teammates and things like that. So now we just got to see it. I'm tired of the talk, but we asked him questions, so he had to answer.
You can talk the talk, but can you walk the walk? That's what we're ready to see.
Did you make that up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never heard that before.
Yep. I was hoping you would finish it for me like we did our lyrics.
Well, I've never heard it before. So you're telling me
pretty unique.
You can talk the talk, but can you walk the walk?
The walk.
So I guess what you're saying there is,
can you walk?
You can talk about it.
You can talk the walk, but can you walk the walk?
But can you take those words into actions?
You can talk the plank, but can you walk the plank?
Oh,
think about that.
We don't want to walk the plank, though.
No, we don't.
We want to make people walk the plank.
Unless that plank is actually a diving board and you're diving into a cool pool with a bunch of your pals.
Exactly.
Think about that.
Hey, make sure your mic's off over there.
Huh?
Or just turn the pot down. Turn the pot down.
You know, the harder you
Hey, you
hit
guys
it,
are doing a great job.
The harder you hit it, the
what are we talking about?
Walking the plank.
Oh, okay.
Into a pool. AJ Garcia.
Jamie says, dang, Bryce has learned. Randolph asked you a hunting question earlier. I tell you what, we'll open up our Fleet Feet rundown. Do you think Alex Harper could join us for a minute to tell us about the Fleet Feet rundown, or do you think he's not available since it is game week and all? I don't know. I think he might pop in.
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet. They run for you.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I knew we would never get through all these teams on the flip through thing, but we have done quite a few. But Bryce wanted to do one and landed on Stanford. First player you think of when you think Stanford is
Andrew Luck.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I did McCaffrey.
Yeah, that's where I was going.
Hurts, Stanford.
I'll throw in a little Toby Gerhart, who was the first McCaffrey.
Austin Hooper.
That's a good one.
Austin Hooper went to Stanford?
He was my
I did not know that.
He was my draft class.
Is he still in the league?
Who's the Eastern North Carolina legend?
Oh, Bryce Love.
Bryce Love.
Yeah, good
Bryce
call.
Love.
Bryce Love went to Stanford. Basketball, they had the Twins. I can't think of their names. They had Casey. Can't think of his last name. Let's see. Stanford basketball Twins. Who am I thinking of? Wait, I wasn't thinking of Brooke and Robin Lopez. I was thinking of a different set of twins.
Did anybody say Tyga? Tiger Woods?
Tyga, the rapper?
Tyga.
Tiger
Woods.
Tiger. What was Tiger's real name? Is it Tiger?
Tiger.
No, it's Eldrick.
Excuse me.
Eldrick. Would you go by Tiger or Eldrick?
Tiger. Here we go. Jason and Jaron Collins are the twins I was thinking about. Casey Jacobson, was that guy's name? Did I make that up? Casey Jacobson, shooting guard. Give me Stanford. Give me. Where did he go to school? You see Stanford somewhere? Did you see it?
On the Wick.
Yeah, baby. Stanford! All right.
That man knows his Cardinals.
Hey,
kind of. I know half their names.
Clips on.
What do y'all think about them being the Stanford Cardinal and not Cardinals? And why? And do you agree, or does the
okay? Can we do one question at a time here? You just asked 8 questions.
So, what do you think about the name Cardinal instead of Cardinals?
Yeah, if you're Cardinals, why are we trees?
And then why is their mascot a tree?
What does cardinal mean in Stanford? The Stanford tree.
Well, they're not a bird.
It is referring to the vivid Stanford cardinal red color. So it's a color.
Oh.
Not the common songbird, as several other schools are. But so what's the tree? What's the deal with the tree?
There's a lot of Northern California is known for their pines.
They're red oaks. No, they're
redwoods.
Pines?
Redwoods.
Yeah.
Redwoods.
I'm pretty sure. Well, what is he? What is the tree actually supposed to be?
I think it looks like a redwood.
I guess, yeah.
I don't think it's a pine.
They're known for the trees up in NorCal.
There you go. All right. Did you have any other questions, Sean? You asked a bunch.
John.
Nope.
That's it?
Are
you good?
Why is their name the Cardinal, and why is their mascot a tree? That was it.
I think we got those answered, right?
Yeah.
Asked and answered.
There we go. You ask and you shall receive.
Yes, sir. All right. Also on our rundown, Sean, this is for Bryce.
I usually ask Shirley this question, but I'm going to ask Zach this question. I need you to back your skinny white truck up and do it right now. And I mean right now.
You have a name on yours, don't you?
Right. All right, boys. We've been doing this a while. And we're going to do it all week.
Yeah.
But I'm here to tell you, Bryce. I remember when it was 100 days.
I remember when it was more than that.
I remember when it was 50 days.
Yeah.
I remember when it was slim 80 days.
I remember when it was 80 days because we talked about you on that day.
That was me.
I remember when it was 10 days. I remember when it was 5 days just yesterday. That means that now we are 4 days away until ECU versus Norfolk State coming up this Saturday, 6 o'clock in Dowdy Ficklen Stadium. It's going to be fun. You know what else is going to be fun? We're going to kick off the season this Thursday night at the State Theater starting at 6 o'clock. We'll have Blake Prohl there. Mike Houston will be there to introduce him. We'll also have Should Have Been Cowboys playing your favorite 90s country music. It's going to be an awesome time. So 2 days away from the party. Right. 4 days away until game day. All of that on the David Price Construction countdown to kickoff. And I want you to give him some noggin. I want him to give me some noggin.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Game day. Almost.
4 days away from game day, 2 days away from the party of the year.
Thank you, David Price.
Thank you.
Thank you, David. Thank you, Leah. Y'all are the best.
And that dog.
Ellie. And Joseph, their son.
Hey, David, bring Ellie by sometime.
Yes, I actually saw him this morning. And the past couple times I've talked to him, he was like, I need to go by there and check him out and I need to see y'all. I said, come by anytime, brother.
Eric said, Donnie K, quotation mark, I got the wrong damn Garcia, end quote. Well, I got a Garcia. Do you do a Donnie K, John?
Well, that's about it.
Well, you got to do the well. Did Donnie cuss you?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, sure did.
He liked to
he let me have
colorful language.
You know, I think it was more in my younger days. You know, still learning the
Without saying the word, what was his favorite cuss word? What did it start with and what did it end with?
We could have just gone start with.
Lot. I don't know. I mean, I had the old capital F sometimes. Some D, some A. Some A.
The old bomb. The old F-bomb.
Yeah, I mean, I get, yeah, hey, he had a purpose for it, though.
Man, well.
Hey, I deserved it. Well,
And why would all right? So, like, when he would give you an ear chewing,
it could be.
Why was what'd you do most of the time?
So it could be if it could be anything. If I didn't look hot, like if we had a blitzer and we were the hot route and I didn't look hot, you have it there. We didn't
run the wrong route, maybe.
I didn't really run the wrong route much. A missed block.
What about supposed to be on an extra point team and be on the side?
That sounds more like a Kirk Dahl situation.
Yeah, that's Coach Dahl. Yeah.
Was he mad at you after that?
I think he let it ride. I mean, he definitely questioned me, but he let it ride.
I feel like we've watched it before, but if you go back and watch the game, you can find it on YouTube. But after we scored you scored the touchdown, and the extra point is good, then they show you on the sideline. Usually they show people like celebrating with their teammates. It's you realizing that you were not on the field. It's you realizing going, oh crap.
I wonder if did ESPN catch that? I hope not.
They got you going looking out onto the field with your helmet on.
But I don't think they said it on the air because I had never heard that until you told us.
They didn't mention it. They were just like, Williams in for 6.
Oh, well,
we'll be right back after this.
I'm glad that didn't get spouted nationally.
Yeah. If you would have never told us, nobody would have ever known.
I could have died with that secret.
Bryce on his deathbed. Well, I wasn't in on the extra point.
There's one thing I have to say. I wasn't on that extra point.
I tell you what, it would have been horrible if that extra point got blocked.
No doubt.
Oh my God, that would have been bad.
Yeah. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll go Pirate Radio Outdoors. If we have time, we'll hear from Mirage.
By the way, before we do go to break, I do want to give a shout out to Fleet Feet for their sponsorship of the Rundown this weekend, all up until Monday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. They will be having a Labor Day weekend sale, select shoes, select apparel, 20 to 60% off, Bryce. So if you need some new shoes, you need to head to Fleet Feet this Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. Take advantage of that sale. And then also coming up, the Game Day Run is back. and it will be on September 28th, the morning of the App State game here in Greenville. 7:30 a.m. is the start time. You can sign up today. $10 for a race and t-shirt, $5 for just the race. So go to runsignup.com today and get going with Fleet Feet. Thank you so much for your sponsorship of the Rundown.
Back with you, Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live, after these words.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi-Spa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com. Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
Stock up and save during Bostic Sugg Furniture's Summer Stockpile Warehouse Closeout. We're clearing out inventory, and that means some of our lowest prices of the season. Save store-wide. Plus, find a huge selection of furniture closeouts, clearance items, floor samples, and more. Slashed an additional 50 to 70% off. Save on tons of mattress closeouts and floor models, too. Plus 6 months financing during the Summer Stockpile Warehouse Closeout going on now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Want a great lunch with quick service? Huckleburger. Need a place to dine out with the family tonight? Huckleburger. The fastest full-service restaurant in town. Huckleburger. Huckleburger is committed to 3 core values: highest level of customer service, high-quality delicious food, and lightning speed. The Huckleburger menu features delicious burgers, cheesesteaks, chicken sandwiches, black bean burgers, salads, and much more. Huckleburger in Greenville near Lowe's on Memorial Drive and off of 15th Street near the movie theater in Washington. Huckleburger. Delicious, fast, fresh, and friendly.
We had the appetizer last week. Now it's time to feast. College football is back. Don't miss any of the action. Jump in with DraftKings Sportsbook. It's a full slate of games for week 1, including a big matchup in Atlanta between the preseason number 1 and number 16. This is going to be DraftKings' biggest college football season to date. Enjoy the ride now all the way through the expanded playoffs. Plus, all newbies getting into the college football spirit, here's something extra special. New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Score big with DraftKings all college football season long. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code PIRATE. That's code PIRATE for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanthegame.nc.gov. 21 plus, North Carolina only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gambling resources, see dkng.co/ftball.
Get your game faces on, Pirates. Lindsey Gray here with Carolina Caliber. It's time to blast the cannons in the stands and the fields, if you know what I mean. We're flying into dove season with shotguns galore and shells for days. Don't miss out on Beretta's $200 cash back on A400 Extreme Pluses and $75 back on A300 Ultimas. Tune in as we head into hunting season with the best deals around and the largest selection of firearms and accessories in Eastern NC. Shop online or stop on by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Find out when the cannons explode.
Worth Chiropractic and his team are offering a new patient special only at the new location. Come see them at this fantastic facility. A visit to our new location gets you a free consult, complete exam, digital x-rays, and more for only $29. Our amazing new patient $29 deal is only available at the new location, Worth Chiropractic West, 2100 West Arlington Boulevard, offering the same safe, no surgery, drug-free treatment, convenient, comfortable, and cost-effective.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
This is Alex Harper, the current long snapper of the East Carolina Pirates, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medispa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Free consultations available by calling 752-1406 or visiting beautybarbmedispa.com. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Now back to your host, Clip Brock.
Is it too early to talk about Saturday weather? I don't think so.
No.
I think we can mention it, right?
Can I make a correction?
In just a minute. Zach Holder. Can you hold that thought? Because I got to get to Zach Holder.
Okay.
From WITN says, typical August football weather for ECU's opener against Norfolk State. Storms are expected around kickoff. May not necessarily be right over the stadium. 6 p.m. kickoff, 88 degrees, 40% chance of precipitation. 85 at halftime, 30% chance. 81 heading home, 10% chance. So, yeah, like he says, typical kind of late August weather. 88 degrees at 6 o'clock.
That's warm.
That kind of stinks. Hopefully it'll cool down as the day goes on. But what time's sunset these days,
I think
Bryce?
it's 7:40.
Okay. So around halftime.
Somewhere on there. Yep.
I'm not ready for those early sunsets.
Yeah, if we don't do the time change, I'm cool with it. You know, like 6:30 is not horrible. It's a little sooner than I'd like, but
when it gets dark here before we even have the show that stinks.
Zach, do we have one more break?
Do we have one more break? Yes.
Okay. Zach, during the previous break, came in here and said, what is this, amateur hour?
Uh-oh.
And I was like, what did I do this time? What did old Bryce do this time? Did Bryce say something wrong? Because I knew it had to be one of us. But no. Shockingly, it was Chon.
Shockingly. I've never made a mistake.
I said that as a joke, but what did I say to you before the show today, Chandler?
I have not made a mistake this week.
Hey, he got Jayhawk on you. Get the big head.
We've had some mistakes around here, and you have not been guilty of one, but you just made a huge mistake.
It's so huge.
And you need to make not only a correction but an apology.
I'll start off with the apology. I'm so sorry for this to the people out there, the listeners, the followers,
and
to you guys.
Okay, and
Fleet Feet.
Yes,
and
of
course. Well, I got the date right, and I mentioned the game day run.
Or is that all?
Well, no, but I mentioned that we played App State that day. We actually play UTSA that day.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the mistake I made.
Yep.
So you have corrected it and now apologized, and can we move forward?
Absolutely.
All right.
But I do want to say this. I still don't appreciate being talked to by an intern like that. Amateur hour.
Jared can offer to fight somebody, but I can't say something.
What?
Jared offers to fight people in the parking lot. I can't make a critique
we're scared of Jared. We're scared because Jared's just got that stern look.
It's just accountability, Clip.
Yeah.
That's all we asked for.
Bryce tried to make the move. He said, all right, Zach, you're here. Chon, you go over there, and let's keep the show rolling.
You're lucky we didn't mention Raleigh.
Mention who?
Raleigh. Clip still gets it. Remember that time you're going to move to Raleigh?
That I was going to move to Raleigh? That was a rumor.
Rumor has it. There's a rumor going around. Lee Bryce.
I just thought of a phrase that might become popular one day. When you got a fire, before the fire, there's like smoke, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to say, where there's smoke, there's fire.
I like it.
What do you think about that?
I like it.
Wasn't really a joke per se. But that rumor got pretty hot, Chon.
It did.
But we're shutting it down?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can we sweep
it
that
should be
under the
shut down.
rug?
It never should have been open.
Would you like to apologize?
And
we had a previous host of the show that used to love making people apologize for things. It was really
and he
fun.
hated to apologize.
We have to take another break, so let's do that. When we return, we will close out the show with Pirate Radio Outdoors with Bryce Williams. And last week, you said we didn't do Pirate Radio Outdoors, but We talked about something.
We talked about
because I knew we talked about something because I went back and listened. We got some fishing talk in, and I think Randolph had asked you about hunting season coming up. So maybe not fully. And you know what? I would like to apologize to you for that. But we will get it in today when we return and wrap up this Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live after this. We had the appetizer last week. Now it's time to feast. College football is back. Don't miss any of the action. Jump in with DraftKings Sportsbook. It's a full slate of games for week 1, including a big matchup in Atlanta between the preseason number 1 and number 16. This is going to be DraftKings' biggest college football season to date. Enjoy the ride now all the way through the expanded playoffs. Plus, all newbies getting into the college football spirit, here's something extra special. New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Score big with DraftKings all college football season long. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code PIRATE. That's code PIRATE for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanthegame.nc.gov. 21 plus, North Carolina only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gambling resources, see dkng.co/ftball.
Dirty Dan's is the best spot downtown for live music and the official after party for the Pirate Radio football kickoff party, August 29th, featuring Dalton Davis. Hey Casey, tell them what Dirty Dan's is all about.
Dirty Dan's has karaoke, line dancing, acoustic acts, and full bands every weekend. We also have the largest TVs downtown for all your sports games. Show your ticket for the Pirate Radio party and receive free entry for the after party.
Dirty Dan's is located on 4th Street next to the parking garage. Follow us on Instagram for daily lineups and come out to Dirty Dan's for some unclean fun. Pirates, let's get dirty.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Carolina Eagle is proud to partner with Anheuser-Busch and the National Volunteer Fire Council to bring 4,704 cans of emergency drinking water to the local volunteer firefighters who help keep our community safe. This summer, Carolina Eagle wants to give a huge thank you to the Fountain Rural Fire Association for all that they do. At Carolina Eagle, they are proud to work with Anheuser-Busch and the National Volunteer Fire Council to give back to the place we call home. Carolina Eagle Distributing, proudly serving Eastern North Carolina since 1989.
The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. This month, Doug Henry is giving away ECU football tickets. Stop in and register to win and purchase the vehicle of your dreams. Doug Henry of Greenville, right on the price, right on the corner. Go Pirates!
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. People have been asking, what's new at New Blue? And I'm always glad to tell them that we now specialize in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. As always, we offer plumbing, electrical, and HVAC, all while redefining service excellence. So go ahead, contact us at callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. Go Pirates.
UBE and PireWare.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWare.com. Go Pirates!
Talk radio.
From the depths of space.
The center.
Outer space mumbo jumbo.
Of the talk universe.
The center of what?
Pirate Radio.
We have prepared a planet with a suitable atmosphere.
You're You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was another good day for the stock market. The Dow was up 9 points and closed at 41,250. The NASDAQ was up 29 at 17,754. The S&P was up 8 at 5,625. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you. Pirate Radio Live. Hey, B-Man, thanks for the sweet lids, man.
Farm beer.
Got that farm beer.
Farm beer.
All right. Randolph said earlier in the chat that Bryce, it's coming. Hunting season.
I know. It's funny. He said it's coming because I looked actually today. I said, when's bow season? And hot dog, it's next weekend.
Wow.
Not this week, but next weekend. Bow,
how about that?
Bow for the dirt.
Bow for the dirt.
I did actually put corn out today.
Okay. So starting to get the prep in.
Yeah.
Get it all ready to go. You catch any fish this week?
Unfortunately not. I scurried on the boat for a little bit. I did go fishing the other weekend out on the boat. Since we didn't talk about that last show, figured
and I apologize.
Figured I'd bring that. But yeah, I got to be on the boat a little bit. Hoping to stretch the legs on the boat again soon. Like I said, then did put some corn out and stuff and kind of just sort of try and prep here and there just to get ready for maybe an early season bow kill. So we'll see.
Bryce, you going to be at the Pirate Radio football kickoff party Thursday night?
I'm definitely planning on it. I'm going to drag the wife.
All right.
My wife. And tell her, look, we can get a babysitter.
Yeah.
Come on, honey.
Have a fun night. Out at the State Theater, Blake Prohl.
Yeah.
Should have been Cowboys. Mike Houston will be introducing Blake Prohl. So get there and be ready to roll early on. 6 o'clock. Doors open.
I think I just heard Bart Scott. Can't wait.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
Great job, fellers. And Shirley. Good job supervising. Zach, Brett. We'll see you guys later. Bryce, we'll see you Thursday night at the party. Sean and Shirley, see y'all Wednesday, 3 o'clock. All new edition of Pirate Radio Live. For the crew, I'm Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. This is the Pirate Radio Podcast.
And welcome into the Pirate Radio Podcast.